Hey y'all, it's X, and welcome back to another rebuild. So today we're doing a 10-year rebuild of the New York Jets. Now the Jets are a really interesting team because they should have had a lot better of a season than they did, right? Aaron Rodgers went down 4 snaps into the season, and their entire season was cooked from week 1 and like 2 minutes into the game. So essentially this is really just a run it back year with a little bit more talent, as we'll quickly go over before we start the first season. But this is a really interesting roster. So Aaron Rodgers is at quarterback, Brees Hall at running back, Mike Williams, who they just had in the offseason, who I really like, but he can never stay on the field, so we'll see. I mean, in this rebuild, he's obviously going to be on the field because there's no injuries, but in real life, we'll see how long he plays. Garrett Wilson is the future receiver, one of the best young receivers in the league. I love him. I've had him in fantasy since he was a rookie. I've drafted him in both of his first 2 years, so love seeing him. I can't wait to see him with Aaron Rodgers. And they just drafted Malachi Corley, who's probably just going to be a slot receiver for us. I'm going to try and develop him into a decent slot option. Really, really good with the ball in his hands. He was a guy who in college was just given screens. Like, I think his average depth of target was like 2 yards. Like, he was catching screens on screens on screens, on RPO, on bubble routes, on everything. Just anything that is behind the line of scrimmage or right in front of it. Offensive line, they made some upgrades. They brought in Morgan Moses from the Ravens. He's been really good late in his career, so it's kind of cool to see him have a resurgence, but he's also up there in age, like we said. He's 34, so he will not be around here long. They also brought in Tyron Smith from the Cowboys, who, again, has always kind of had health issues, so it's going to be, again, very interesting to see how his season goes and how they're going to play him. But then they also spent the 10th overall pick on Olufashinu. Or I think it was the 11th overall picks. Didn't they trade down or something like that with the Vikings? I think they traded down a spot with the Vikings. Or, yeah, didn't they trade down with the Vikings? Because the Vikings had 11, they had 10. The Vikings were like, no, we want JJ McCarthy here. But they drafted Olufashinu. Really, really talented left tackle. Could have been tackle 1 if he had a better combine, but Joe Alt really just showed him out, and obviously just has more size, so people ended up putting him as tackle 1, and so did I. But Fashinu's a really, really good tackle prospect, like very athletic. He has all the tools. He's really good in pass blocking and got better as a run blocker this year. So I think he'll be just fine. He's going to be the left tackle of the future. Might play right tackle first because I think Tyron Smith might stick around a little bit longer than Morgan Moses, but we'll see. You also have Elijah Vera Tucker, who's really nice, can play any position on the offensive line. He's just very solid at everything. Joe Tippmann, rookie last year, had a very solid year, and can't wait to develop him. And then John Simpson, coming over from the Ravens as well. Actually, was he on the Ravens last year? Ravens or Raiders? It was one of those two. I don't really feel like checking, because I don't really care, but I think it was Ravens. Might have been Raiders, who knows. Might not have been either one, I could just be tripping. Tyler Conklin at tight end is fine. Jeremy Rucker, I remember him. Wasn't he Ohio State? Yeah. I remember him watching him at Ohio State. He existed. Defensively, this is where this team really, really shines at the moment. But they did lose some players. Like, who did they have at safety? Because Ashton Davis wasn't starting, and Marcus May and Jamal Adams have been gone. I feel like they had a different safety last year. I don't know, but they brought in Chuck Clark, pretty solid player. Ashton Davis, kind of young. CJ Mosley had a great year last year. Quincy Williams is one of the better linebackers in the league. I kind of want to give him star dev because he's 27 years old, but he's also just very, very, very good. I'll leave him at normal, but in real life, he might get the upgrade to star. But I think he's a really talented player. But the DBs, or the corners, I should say, are probably the best group on this team. D-line is obviously in contention, but when you have Sauce Gardner, who might just be the best cornerback in the NFL, he's just great at everything. I've said this so many times, how I am so proud of myself for saying that he was the best corner, and this is before I started making YouTube videos, or else I would have been one of the only people who was right about this, because everybody loved Derek Stingley that year, and I did too. Derek Stingley was my cornerback 1 until I watched Sauce Gardner, and I was like, dude, he's like 6'3", but he's also just like super aggressive and long and very athletic, so like. And then Derek Stingley, I was just like, I'm really, really hanging on to that freshman year tape. I don't know. I ended up putting Sauce Gardner above him as like the number. He's probably the highest cornerback that I've ever graded. Just watching him, he's amazing. DJ Reed has been really, really good next to him. Michael Carter's a good slot option. And on the defensive line, they have Jermaine Johnson, who's developing really nicely. Can't wait to use him throughout this rebuild. I think he's really, really talented, and I think he's going to be great for this team. You have the obvious one, which is Quinnen Williams, who... It's Quinnen Williams. You know what you're getting. He's amazing. One of the best interiors in the league. 100% top 3. I would probably go Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, then Quinnen Williams because of Giants bias, but I still think Dexter Lawrence is better even without that. But still, top 3, one of the best in the league. They just brought in Hassan Reddick from the Eagles. I understand the move, especially if they're trying to win now. I'm not mad at it, but like, it does hurt Will McDonald's development a little bit. He is raw. So, he does have time to develop as well, still in that rookie deal for a couple more years. But Hassan Reddick is older, but he's going to help you win now. So, I'm not mad at the move at all, but, like, could have developed Will McDonald. But yeah, that's basically going to be the team. I'm really, really excited to see how this team goes throughout the first 10 years, or the first 10 years, this whole, like, first couple of years, because we're trying to win right now. And we're going to have probably a weird part in, like, the middle of the rebuild. We're going to be kind of We're going to be trying to win right now, but in the middle of the rebuild, we might be, like, kind of middle of the pack and might turn it back up towards the end. So I think this could end up being one of the best rebuilds I've ever done. Right now, that record is probably held by the Jacksonville Jaguars rebuild that currently is not out yet as I'm recording this. I just have not had time to edit that. And, yeah, I'm finishing up school. I've talked about that in that Saints rebuild, I think. Yeah, I talked about it in the Saints rebuild. But yeah, you guys will see that soon. But I'm going to set up the team. Well, the team is already set up. You guys really did see it. But I'm going to do training camp and everything, and then I will see you guys soon. All right, so we're here at the midseason mark. We are 3-3. We've had a really tough schedule, though, so I'm actually not really super worried. These have all been close games. We actually haven't gotten blown out, like, at all. We lost to, like, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, and then somebody else. But let's take a look at re-signings here, who we have to bring back. Chuck Clark, Bradley Anai. I remember him coming out of the draft. Thomas Morstead, Zerline, and then pick up the option of Elijah Vera Tucker. Chuck Clark, yeah, you're just going to walk. We're probably just going to roll over all this cash. All this cash till next year. So, yeah, let's just keep rolling. Alright, Week 10 coming off of a 20-18 win against the Chargers. We just got a weekly award and a breakout D lineman. CJ Mosley was the player of the week here. JJ McCarthy, 330 yards, 6 touchdowns. Jesus Christ. But yeah, let's see who this breakout D lineman is. Maybe it's Quinnen Williams. Honestly, Jermaine Johnson, it is Quinnen Williams. So he could go up to X Factor off of this. Let's see if he can do it. Alright, so coming off of the loss against Vegas, Quinnen Williams did not get up to X Factor. Oh well. Alright, we're here at the playoffs, and we really sold towards the end of the year. We actually beat the Dolphins twice. They were like 9-1 when we played them first, and then 10-2 when we played them, so we gave them 2 of their 6 wins. They had a really bad second half of the year, and we were first in the division last week, and then lost to the 3-13 Patriots, who ended up getting their 4th win. But we went 10-7, made the playoffs, as we should. We'll take a look at the stats here, see how the team did. Aaron Rodgers, 4,400 yards, 27 touchdowns, 10 picks. Pretty Aaron Rodgers level year. Pretty solid. Rushing, Breece Hall is amazing. 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns, 4.3 per carry. Receiving, Mike Williams, 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, 1,008. 806 for the rookie Malachi Corley. 806 for Tyler Conklin. Blocking. See, it says Olaf Ashanu played 17 games. He didn't really play. I guess he somehow played some snaps. I don't know how he did it. He somehow played. Oh, maybe special teams. Something like that. But offensive line was really good. Morgan Moses led 6 sacks. That kind of led the team. But other than that, everybody was really solid. We had 115 tackles for CJ Mosley, 114 for Quincy Williams. TFLs, 20 for Hassan Reddick. Sacks, 9 led the team for Hassan Reddick, 6.5 for Quinnen, 4 for Jermaine Johnson, 2 for Quincy Williams, 2 for Javon Kinlaw. No sacks for Will McDonald, who just didn't even play. Picks, 3 for DJ Reed, 2 for Mosley, 2 for Michael Carter, 1 for Sauce, 1 for Chuck Clark, and 1 for Tony Adams. Yeah, that's the team. Yearly awards. MVP, Aaron Rodgers at number 10. Are we NFC or AFC? We're AFC, right? Let's see. Any Jets? Breece Hall at number 9 for Offensive Player of the Year. Nobody else. Aaron Rodgers at 6 for QB. Brees Hall at 5 for running back. Garrett Wilson at 10 for receiver. AVT at 10 for O-line. Hassan Reddick at 4 for D-line. No linebackers. No DBs. Alright. We really want to make a deep playoff run. So let's beat the Dolphins for the 3rd time. I think we can pull it off, and we've done it the entire year. And we do. 28-23 win. Give them be 3-0 the Dolphins this year. The Chargers we should beat the Chargers. I hope we can. If we beat them, I'm going to hop into the next game. And we win a very weird game, 10-3. That was terrible. Aaron Rodgers somehow got player of the week with 1 touchdown. That's how bad that was. But we're here in the AFC Conference Championship against the 16-1 Baltimore Ravens. And let's hop in here and see if we can make it to the Super Bowl. Alright, we're here in the game. Let's see what we can do here. Defense is holding up, it looks like. Give up 3. End of first quarter, we make it 7-3. Defense is really playing well here. We make it 14-3 going into the second quarter. 14-10 here. We might have the last drive of the half, and we make it 21-10 going into the third quarter. We get the ball back. Can we extend this lead even more? No. Give up a touchdown. 21-16. 28-16. 28-22 is a really close here. 28-23 now, it's a really close game. But we have the ball, and we win. We hand the Ravens their 2nd loss of the season. We played amazing. Aaron Rodgers had a great year. Mike Williams went off. Brees Hall is pretty solid. But your New York Jets in year 1 are going to the Super Bowl. Let's do it. Alright, and just looking at dev traits here before we hop into the Super Bowl. I think Rodgers had Superstar, but if not, he's playing up with more... He's playing up with more morale. So yeah, I think he already had Superstar. He's playing up to an 88 currently. Brees Hall goes up to Superstar. Mike Williams had Superstar. We know that. Tyler Conklin went up to Superstar magically. I don't know how that happened. He had a solid year, but I wouldn't say Superstar dev trait worthy year. Defensively, anything new? Hassan Reddick is up to X Factor. Will McDonald did keep his development trait, which is good. No dev trait for DJ Reed, kind of sad. No X Factor for you. You were already normal and you were already star. So, no huge changes. But let's hop into the Super Bowl matchup here. And we are playing against the San Francisco 49ers, who are 14-3. Let's hop in. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We are kicking off. And San Francisco comes down, scores 6 immediately. Our defense gives up another touchdown. Offense is not really rolling right now in the second quarter. Oh, we're getting shut out. Oh my gosh, it's 21-0. Alright. Let's hop in and try and play some offense here. Sorry for the screen here. I mean, 21-0 going into the second half is not good to see. I think Garrett Wilson actually changed his number, by the way. I was going to look that up before I started the video, and I kind of forgot to. But it looks like he might be wearing number 5 next year, which is what he wore in college. Aaron Rodgers is 3 for 5 for 17 yards. That is terrible. Let's try and score before the half ends here. I think we get the ball back. So it'll be pretty good to start with the ball and momentum. Not a good throw there, Mike Williams. Is that Justin Simmons? Who was that? Who is Simmons? Let's see. Mike Williams could go open here. He just doesn't really have like the... Nice. Good catch, Mike. Let's call timeout here. We still have 2 left. I really, really want to score here before the half ends. That's like the biggest thing. Oh, Mike Williams just on a streak here? I'm just going to send you on a wheel. Mike Williams, easy up the seam. Let's go. Keep going, keep going. I'm going to try and conserve my timeouts. I'm just going to click the same play again. We have 20 seconds still. Let's try and get this play off quickly. And wide open. Wide open Malachi Corley. What a throw from Aaron Rodgers. What else do you expect from the Super Bowl MVP and also regular season MVP? He's amazing. Alright. Let's jump forward here. Next quarter. Alright, so we give him a little boost. Offense. They punt. Defense holds it up. Okay, we're kind of rolling here. And we get another touchdown. We're bringing it back. Defense. Let's go, defense. All right. Offense is kind of rolling. Oh, my goodness. We fumbled. But we're holding it down. Okay, we only give up a field goal off of that fumble. Get that first. All right. Come on. Nice. Nice. We're rolling. And we get a touchdown. We're bringing it back. All right, it's first down. Another run by Christian McCaffrey. Oh my goodness, he's rolling on us. Nice, good sack. 4-yard run, 3rd and 13. Can we stop them here? Oh my goodness. All right. Now we gotta play defense here. Because we can give up a field goal, but we under any circumstance cannot give up a touchdown. That cannot happen. So they're gonna waste the 2-minute warning here. But we really need to hold them to a field goal. And we can't really run the clock out too much, but like, nice, good tackle, Hassan Reddick. All right, we can hold on to our timeouts for now. I would rather keep them. Oh man, that clock is rolling. We press all of our guys here. They're not going to pass it. They're just running the ball out. We'll probably call a timeout here. Get him. Nice. All right, we're going to call our first timeout here. Minute 16 left. Now we have to start calling timeouts. Okay, it looks like they might actually pass here, so I'm a little bit worried, but we really need to convert this. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. What was that? You were right there. We gotta call another timeout. This is not a good spot to be in here. They're just kneeling. That's gonna be game. Almost had a Super Bowl win. A fumble basically cost us, and on top of that, our defense just couldn't hold it down when it mattered. But year 1 Super Bowl appearance is good, but Aaron Rodgers is on a very short timer. What in the world? We actually got the ball back? I mean, it doesn't matter. We don't have timeouts. 24-21 is the final score. We made a year 1 Super Bowl appearance. It would have been nice to get that win immediately, especially just knowing Aaron Rodgers probably retires this year or next year. And even if he doesn't, we need to draft a quarterback either this year or next year. And this is a great class to do it. There are a lot of good quarterbacks in this class. And I know some people are going to say Jordan Travis is on the roster. I don't have plans for him. I'm sorry to all the Jordan Travis fans. I love him too, but I don't think it makes sense for us. But we're just going to go to the offseason here. Hopefully, actually, I did want to make stat moves. I did want to change some playbooks. But, I mean, our team was fine otherwise, so we really don't have to. I think we can just leave it. We did make the Super Bowl anyways. But, yeah, player re-signings here. $85 million in cap now. We're just going to pick up the option on AVT. Chuck Clark is going to walk. And I think everybody else is good too. So we will probably just look to sign a kicker and punter, and then maybe make some other moves. I'll browse free agency. I'll let you guys know what we're doing. All right, and Aaron Rodgers did decide to go out on top, so we will be looking for a quarterback this offseason. He didn't really go out on top, but went out basically on top. Morgan Moses is somebody who I'm interested in trading. He's down to an 81 overall, and we now have Olu Fashanu, who he's developed now for years, a 78 overall star dev, basically. I want to start him at right tackle. He's close enough to Morgan Moses where we're not really losing that much in overall now. Like, last year was a 10-point dip, so I was just like, you know what, we want to win now, so let's wait on that. But Olu Fashanu is going to start for us at right tackle this year. We need to get him developing so that he's just ready. So Morgan Moses could be somebody who's on the move. Other than that, defensively, I don't think we had any losses. What's his name? Is his name Trevor? Tony Adams. He's just going to start for us. He's pretty young. So I might look to draft a safety if possible. If I can get Malachi Starks, I would love that. But it might not be possible. I might not take a QB in the first round. You guys will be surprised. Interior could be somewhere that we look at. I really want to get Will McDonald starting, but it's just not the time. Alright, so I'm going to look to maybe shop Morgan Moses, look through free agency, and then I'll let you guys know what the plan is. Alright, Morgan Moses in a 7th is going to get us 2 third-round picks from the Dallas Cowboys, one this year, one next year. Just get some extra draft capital for a player that we don't really need anymore. So, yeah, looks pretty good. Alright, so for free agency here, we have a couple of moves that we're making. So we're trying to bring in Quandre Diggs on a 1-year deal. Ashton Davis is fine, but again, we're trying to win the Super Bowl next year. with the team that we have. So Quandre Diggs is a good way to start doing that. Bring in a kicker, Dicker the kicker. I love getting him. Sione Takitaki to play outside linebacker for us for, I think, 2 years is what I gave him, either a year or 2 years. Another punter, Blake Gilligan, pretty solid. And then Cesar Ruiz, a 2-year deal to come play left guard for us over John Simpson, just younger and probably better. Yeah, let's see if we can get these guys. Alright, so throughout the first phase, we get the punter, and we get Cesar Ruiz. We missed out on Quandre Diggs. That's kind of upsetting. Taki we'll probably get. He's still waiting. We do get Dicker the kicker. And then Taki, you better accept today. Alright, he does. So we'll just roll with that, and then I'm just going to see you guys at the draft. Alright, so we're here at the draft. We have pick 31. There was a quarterback who I wanted who's probably going to go before our pick, so I'm going to be a little bit upset, but it was Jalen Milroe. But when I thought about it, he doesn't really fit this team. Tataroa McMillan is still on the board. That's kind of sick. Tacario Davis to keep our cornerbacks going. Sonny Styles is on the board. Okay. I would like a safety. A safety would be pretty good here. Tataroa McMillan is so good. Walter Nolan. That's probably the pick. Walter Nolan might have to be the pick. I think we have to go Sonny Styles. We're going to go Sonny Styles. He's really, really good. We do need a safety. Wait, why do I not have a second round pick? Oh, well, that was a fail. Oh, and I didn't even draft a quarterback. Well, how are we going to get a quarterback? All right, we're going to have to trade up. I'm so stupid. I forgot we need a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is gone. Let's get pick 42 from the Bengals and call it a day. Nice. All right, so we trade all of that for pick 42. It was pretty quick, so I didn't have to cut it. Pick 10 here in the second round. We're going to get a quarterback. Hopefully Quinn Ewers is on the board. Ooh, Ollie Gordon to the Colts if they didn't have Jonathan Taylor. Nice. I'm going to hope Quinn Ewers is still here. He's gone. Okay, that's upsetting. Cam Ward, maybe? Cam Ward, Noah Fafita. I love Noah Fafita. I said it already. I think we have to go Cam Ward here. Cam Ward is also really, really good. His accuracy is just kind of eh. But you know what? I kind of want to go Cam Ward. Cam Ward, Dylan Gabriel, but he's just kind of old. But he's really, really talented. I think Dylan Gabriel is going to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league next year. Or not in the league, but in college football next year at Oregon. It's between these three. I'm not the biggest Drew Allar fan, like, at all. Oh, man. Cam Ward, Dylan Gabriel, Noah Fafita. Let's go Cam Ward. Let's do it. Let's go Cam Ward. I'm really excited about him. Normal dev, but it's okay. Quarterbacks will be fine. Our system will probably allow them to go off. So let's go to the third round here. Alright, so we had a really solid draft here. Sonny Styles is a 77 overall. Yeah, he's going to start at strong safety for us. He is incredible. Hopefully he can develop into being one of the best safeties in the league. Cam Ward, he's going to be the franchise quarterback. You're handing him the keys. He's going to be the successor to Aaron Rodgers. I think he could be really good in real life. It's just it really depends on if he can get some of his mechanics fixed. Nick Harbor, we went over him. I don't know if I want to play him at tight end or not. He probably is a tight end. He just has such crazy speed that, like, he could also just end up being a very good X receiver with his hands and just speed. And then Damian Martinez as a backup running back is really sick. So I'm going to set up the team, and I'll let you guys know when I'm done. All right, and real quick, we were going to hire Sammy Rios as the defensive coordinator. We really didn't have a lot of defensive production last year. The defense played well, but I think that's just a testament to the talent that we have on this team. So I definitely think that a playbook change should help us out with production. But this is going to be what the team looks like. Cam Ward at quarterback, Breece Hall and Damian Martinez at running back. Garrett Wilson's going to be the X receiver this year. Mike Williams is the 2, and then Malachi Corley in the slot. Nick Harper's just going to sit in the back for a little bit. We'll develop him eventually. Offensive line's going to be Tyron Smith, AVT, Joe Tippmann, Cesar Ruiz, and Olu Fashanu. Tyler Conklin's still going to be playing tight end for now. Defensively, it's going to look like this. Basically the same as last year, except just put Sonny Styles in at strong safety and then Sion Takitaki at left outside linebacker. But yeah, team looks really good. Let's try and make another Super Bowl run. I'm going to hope that Cam Ward can be... I'm not asking him to be a superstar immediately, but I'm asking him to be good enough to bring us to the playoffs. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, week 7 coming off of a huge 41-28 win against the Buffalo Bills. Cam Ward, 245 yards, 4 touchdowns. He has a breakout scenario. So he can get up to star dev. Again, I talked about this. I don't really care about drafting normal dev quarterbacks. It's like the one position I could care less about because they always end up going up. Spencer Rattler was normal in the Saints rebuild. He ended up being X Factor by the end of his career. So Cam Ward could easily get star off of a game. I mean, what does he need? 300 yards, 3 touchdowns? I think he can do it, especially because he can run the ball a little bit as well. Like, I think he can do it. So let's see if he does it. All right, so we did get our second loss of the year here to the Green Bay Packers, and we did put up 21 points, so the 3 touchdowns is possible. No dev trade upgrade, so he's still going to be on the normal, but I bet he'll go up to star dev by the end of the year, so I think we don't need to panic. But we are here at the midseason mark, 5-2 leading the division. I have really high hopes for this team again. 122 million in cap space is kind of crazy. We're probably just going to let Tyler Conklin walk. DJ Reed I'd like to bring back. 3-year deal for him. I'd like to lock you in. Great, he's back. Michael Carter's a good slot option. I'd like to bring you back on a 4-year deal. Nice. Tony Adams can walk. CJ Mosley's a little bit old. Ashton Davis we can replace. It seems like a lot of these guys are replaceable. Sauce Gardner has his option coming up. Garrett Wilson and Jermaine Johnson. So we're going to have to pay all of these guys. So rolling over our cap is probably going to be a very smart move. Taki's going to walk. And like I said, Mosley, we're going to look to draft a linebacker anyways. So he can walk. But, yeah, let's just keep rolling here as a team. And under Cam Ward, we go 15-2. What would we have for this week? Cam Ward, another amazing week, 256 yards, 4 touchdowns. I'm really curious as to how well he played because we were incredible this year. Cam Ward, 4,000 passing yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 picks as a rookie. He was amazing. I hope he gets the instant superstar dev. He deserves it. One of the best rookie years we've ever seen out of a quarterback. Rushing, Breece Hall is amazing. 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, almost 5 per carry. Malachi Corley, 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns out of the slot. 907 for Garrett Wilson, 806 for Williams, 503 for Conklin. Offensive line, 11 sacks for Olu. It's kind of high, but I think we can deal with it. CJ Mosley, 135 tackles led the team. TFLs, 15 for Jermaine Johnson. Sacks, 20 for Hassan Reddick with 14 TFLs. 12 TFLs, 14 sacks for Quinnen Williams. 15 TFLs, 5.5 sacks for Jermaine Johnson. It's definitely not bad, so we can take that. Javon Kinlaw was okay. Still haven't gotten any production out of Will McDonald just because he hasn't been able to play. So when he can finally get some snaps, maybe he'll be good. But DJ Reed, 4 picks, better go up to star dev. We just inked him up to that new 3-year deal. 2 picks for Ashton Davis, 2 picks for Sonny Styles, the rookie, 2 picks for Gardner, 1 pick for Quincy Williams, and a pick for Michael Carter. In-season awards, MVP, Cam Ward at number 8, AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Breece Hall number 5, Defensive Player of the Year, Hassan Reddick number 2, Quinnen Williams at number 6. Oroy does go to Cam Ward. He was amazing. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sonny Styles is at 6. Best QB, Cam Ward at 5. Running backs, Breece Hall at 4. Wide receiver, Malachi Corley at number 3. O-line, AVT at 7. D-line, 2 for Hassan Reddick and 5 for Quinnen Williams. No D-linemen. DBs, we had DJ Reed up there, really nice to see. And kicker, Decker the kicker's at number 4. Nice. Alright, so we obviously have the first round bye here, and let's see who we're playing next week. Let's see if we can actually make it to the Super Bowl. Well, we made it to the Super Bowl. Let's see if we can win the Super Bowl. Playing 12-5 Raiders here. I think we have a good matchup against them. We did get the win, 17-10. That's really, really good to see. Playing against the Baltimore Ravens again here. I think we can beat them again. I'm gonna hop in just to be safe. But yeah, let's see if we can beat them. All right, AFC's championship here, Baltimore Ravens. We are kicking off. We immediately get a good stop, and the offense is rolling. We get a field goal, but we were driving. 7-3 now. Baltimore immediately responds, and they make it 10-3 as we give up another touchdown, I guess. Yeah, but we do score again, making it 10-10 here in second quarter, and we score a field goal before half, which is pretty clutch. Get the ball back and make it 16-10, 19-10. And 27-10, that should be the game, but I don't want to jinx it. Defense is really playing well right now, and I think that is the game. 27-10 is your final score. Cam Ward, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. We held Lamar Jackson to 140 yards. And let's go to the Super Bowl. Alright, so after a quick little food break, because as soon as we hit the Super Bowl, I checked my phone. My food was 2 minutes away. Anyways, we're about to hop in here against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at dev traits because Cam Ward should be minimum star dev. I'm hoping for superstar, but I doubt it. He got it! Let's go! Superstar dev for Cameron Ward. Yeah. Everybody else, X Factor for Breece Hall. It's going to suck when his contract is going to be up. Not soon, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, his contract is up next year. His contract is next year, but we have Damian Martinez just kind of waiting. So he'll probably be the guy who fills in for Breece Hall. Malachi Corley is up to star. He's now an 81 overall. We have Nick Harbor just kind of waiting in the back here, but I think he's going to end up playing tight end for us. Defensively, Sonny Styles is superstar. DJ Reed deserves star dev. Sione Takitaki lost his star. No, he had normal. But yeah. That's the team. Let's hop into the Super Bowl, and let's try and get our first one here in year 2. Alright, Super Bowl number 2 here. Let's get ready to kick off. I am going to hope... I'm going to hope that we can win one here in year 2. I mean, the team isn't going to get much worse than this, so, like, if we can just keep it going, that would be great. But we are going to kick off here. Let's wait till we can see the arrows. We're going to get the ball here, and immediately give it up, and they score 7. Alright. Oh my goodness, do we just suck in Super Bowls? Is that what's happening? Second quarter here. Finally get a touchdown, 7-7. Defense has played really well so far, but they are driving on us. But we get the ball back and we get points before half, and we do. 10-7. We're going to get the ball back here. Big play, but defense really holding it down, actually. And we make it 17-7. 17-14 now. 24-14. Can we win our first Super Bowl? 31-14! Oh my goodness, 31-21, doesn't matter. First Super Bowl of the video in year number 2. Cameron Ward is a rookie. As a rookie. Have we ever seen a rookie quarterback win a Super Bowl? I don't know if we've ever seen that. Cameron Ward already in year number 1. Super Bowl champion. Damian Martinez had a Super Bowl, or a touchdown in the Super Bowl. What a game. Breece Hall had the most yards on the team. Let's go. What a win. Let's go to the offseason, and let's just keep it rolling. Alright, so obviously we're going to lose both of our coordinators coming off a Super Bowl victory here. The Jets playbook is really, really nice. Like, I'd love to keep using it, but it seems like that's just not going to be an option. This is what I hate. Oh, okay, so Tex Jacobs will probably be our DC, if worse comes to worst. Apparently there's no DCs left. Really? Really? It's just offensive court. Yep. All right, that's real. We will probably make Brian Warner. He'll be the quarterback guy. And then there are DCs. We're just lying to ourselves. Okay. Best defense here is probably Kansas City. Kansas City defense usually performs pretty well, but I do like Buffalo more. But they do run 4-3-quarters, so you know what? We'll go with that, and we'll just run KC defense. All right, so that's the staff stuff. They need to make it so that you can see what coordinators are leaving. They need to they added this coaching feature and kind of ruined it because you can't see when your coaches are leaving until it's too late. Picking up the 5th-year option on Sauce Gardner, it's only $21 million. That's very easy. Garrett Wilson, he doesn't have interest. I think I'm going to bring him back because he doesn't have interest. And then this option is very cheap on Jermaine Johnson, although I would probably like to get him re-signed. So Tyler Conklin's going to walk. Mosley's going to walk. I think everybody's going to walk. I don't think we need anybody here. Yep. And we're just going to go to free agency. I don't want to spend too much money because, yes, we have Cam Ward on a rookie deal, but Sauce Gardner has to come back. Garrett Wilson has to come back. Jermaine Johnson's going to ask for a lot of money. So I don't want to put us in like a negative. I would like to keep at least $80 million of cap space. So I'm going to look through free agency. I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. All right, so we're going after 2 players here. Derek Forrest on a 3-year deal to be our free safety of the future, and Aleem McNeil on a 2-year deal. Pretty expensive, but I still have $113 million in cap space that I want to roll over, and the roster looks really good. So let's see if we can get these 2 guys. They're very interested in being here, and we got them both. But just looking at the roster, we need a linebacker. There weren't really any linebackers I was interested in. I didn't want to sign any of these old guys, so I kind of just let them go. We're going to have Nick Harbor go play tight end. Mike Williams is going to stick on the roster for now. I thought about trading him, but I think at the end of the day, I think he's still really, really good right now. And if he's going to be a free agent next year, we can probably let him walk. But, I mean, he's still an 87, which isn't bad. Nick Harbor goes up to an 82 overall at tight end, by the way. So he's just kind of insane. As soon as his catching gets I mean, his catching's solid. His route running is going to be amazing. He's just going to be a crazy tight end. If I can put us in KC offense at some point, he will eat. But yeah, the team looks really, really good. Defensively, like I said, we really just need linebackers. We just have Quincy Williams and that's it. Will McDonald's is about to start at outside linebacker right now, which we do not want to see. And then D-line looks good, safety looks good, corner looks good. So yeah, it's really just get 2 more linebackers, really 3, because Quincy. But yeah, we will see with that. I'm going to finish up my scouting. I'll see you guys at the draft. Alright, so we're here at the draft, and there's nobody that I really need. So we are just going to go here, pick 32. I'm probably going to trade down because, again, the positions I need are really just linebacker. And there's 2 that I want who are not going to go anytime soon. I can't wait until pick 32, though, because I can't. So I'm going to try and trade down, get a better second-round pick. They'll give me a first next year. Pick 42, a 6 and a 7. That's probably the best we're going to get. So we'll just do this trade here. Get a 6 and a 7. And we're going to have pick 10 in the second round. We're probably just going to take the linebacker here that I want. Hope that he is still here. He's round 2 to 3 projected. This is like the round 1 to 2 range, so I'm still kind of pushing it. Oh, I didn't favorite them. I got so nervous. Okay. One is a left outside linebacker. One is a right. Let's see. The first one that I want is RJ Pope is the day 3 guy. Oh, he's round 3 to 4? Oh. He still has elite speed. Alright, we're going to go with Josh Jackson here. Round 1 to 2 talent. Should be very, very good. And he's hidden dev. Nice. Alright, and with the second round pick here, I'm going to take Martin Hill out of Oklahoma State. A deep route running, elite speed. He ran a 4.33 at both his pro day and combine. Normal dev, but fast. Alright, and with our third round pick here, we're going to take RJ Pope. He might be hidden. I mean, he has the A zone coverage elite speed, but he's just not super good. He is still hidden, so we will take that. But I'm glad I didn't end up like trading up for him because I did not know his true talent. And I'm probably just going to trade this last third round pick, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the draft. We're going to do this trade with the Lions, a 3rd next year, a 5th next year, and a 7th next year, and that is going to be the end of our draft. So I'll see you guys when we go over our prospects. Alright, so the CPU did some great work for us as well, but for us, Josh Jackson's going to be a 73 overall. He'll probably start at middle linebacker for us. He's not bad. Martin Hill's a 74 normal, 70 hidden for RJ Pope, 73 for Isaiah Kellum. Is he hidden? No, he's normal, but still not a bad pick. He might end up moving back to safety. Wide receiver, Tony Lane here. Also normal dev, but still a 71. Pretty solid. And then Justin McLeod is a 70. Sammy Smith is a 70. CPU did a great job. Alright, so for year 3 here, this is going to be the team. Yeah, Cameron Ward at quarterback, Breece Hall at running back, Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Malachi Corley, same as last year. Tyron Smith, AVT, Tippmann, Cesar Ruiz, and Fashanu at the offensive line. Nick Harbor is going to be the starter at tight end this year. Defensively, Jermaine Johnson, Quinnen Williams, Aleem McNeil, Hassan Reddick on the defensive line. DB, Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, who I don't know if people are really going to love this. I decided to manually give him star development. I thought he should have had it at the start. He's one of the best cornerback twos in the NFL. And I kind of just let it slide thinking he would probably get a dev trait, but he didn't, so we're just going to give him the star that I think he's deserved since year one. Safeties, Derek Forrest, Sonny Styles. Linebackers, the rookie Pope, the rookie Jackson, and Quincy Williams. Specialist, you're going to have Malachi Corley in the slot, Breece Hall at both running back spots, Michael Carter is going to be the slot corner, Hassan Reddick and Jermaine Johnson off the edge, Quinton Williams up the middle, Will McDonald's just going to be the backup again. Jackson's going to be the sub linebacker because he has more upside. Quincy Williams is the backup to him, and then Pope, third sub linebacker spot. So let's get it rolling. Alright, so we're here at the midseason mark. We are currently 4-3, third in the division, but it is very close, so I'm not really super stressed out. We had to change the offense because it was just not looking good. But re-signings here, Breece Hall is here, Hassan Reddick is here, AVT is here, Mike Williams is here, Cesar Ruiz is here, Tyron Smith is here, Quincy Williams is here. It's a lot of people, which is why we wanted to save money. We were prepared for this. So immediately, I'm thinking Hassan Reddick is probably the first man out. Will McDonald needs to play at some point, so I think Hassan Reddick is the first guy who needs to walk. AVT needs to come back. I know interior is very easy to find, but not guys like Elijah Vera Tucker. 6-year deal for him. He's locked in. Mike Williams, probably another one who's going to walk. Cesar Ruiz, I'd like to maybe give you a 2-year deal. He's been pretty serviceable for us. Maybe just a 1-year deal, honestly, because, again, it's pretty easy to find guards. Tyron Smith, that's a lot of money, but a 1-year deal would be pretty nice just so we can start to think about replacing him and not have to rush it. Quincy Williams, it's a lot of money. Probably have to let him walk. Breece Hall is so good, but he wants too much money. I don't think we can bring him back. I think it's going to be Damian Martinez season next year. So I want to make sure that he is in weekly training just so we can get the extra XP. But we'll do that later. But I think for guys that I want to re-sign still, and we only have $48 million left just based off of offering, it's probably just Tyron Smith on a 1-year deal. And I think the rest just need to walk. It's going to really suck. But we talked about this at the beginning where the middle of this rebuild is going to be really, really interesting. And not having Breece Hall is going to be a big part of that. So we will see. I'm just not paying him $17 million. That's just not going to happen. So if it goes down, we'll think about it, but probably won't. And I literally gave Tyron Smith the exact same offer I did last week, and he took it. So 1-year deal, Tyron Smith is back, and I think we're just going to look to roll over the rest of this cap into next year. And yeah, that's really it. And year 3 does not go the way any of us expected, as we completely missed the playoffs. Coming off of a Super Bowl win, we go 9-8, tie with the Bills after we beat them in Week 17, but we just lost so many times in the division, it didn't matter. What happened? Cam Ward was not great. He wasn't amazing. We did switch the playbook like 3 weeks into the year, but 3,900 yards, 29 touchdowns, 8 picks is not what we were looking for out of him. Breece Hall was amazing. 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns. It's going to be really sad to see him walk, to be honest. 4.8 per carry. Receiving, Garrett Wilson was fine. Corley was pretty solid. Harbor was good. Great at tight end, actually. Offensive line was amazing. Joshua Jackson led us in tackles with 108. TFLs, 21 for Quentin Williams, 20 for Hassan Reddick, who's going to walk, 16.5 sacks for him, 10 for Quentin Williams, 6.5 for Jermaine Johnson, 3 for the rookie Josh Jackson. But it's going to be time for Will McDonald to step up. 6 interceptions for Sauce Gardner is amazing. 3 for Jackson, 3 for Carter, 3 for Williams, 1 for Kellum, the rookie who the CPU drafted, and 1 for Sonny Styles. Yearly awards, I doubt we're going to see anything. We'll just quickly scroll through. Hassan Reddick Depoy, it's going to suck. Again, he's just going to walk. Number 7 for Quentin Williams here. Offensive Rookie of the Year, nothing. We do get Josh Jackson Defensive Rookie of the Year, so that should be pretty good. Hopefully a dev trait there. Cam Ward at 9 for QBs. Breece Hall at 8 for running backs. Hassan Reddick number 2 for D lineman. Really? You win DPOY but can't get best D lineman? That's interesting. Sauce Gardner does win best DB, so that's pretty good to see. He's just going to get XP for that. He's already X Factor and the best cornerback in the league. But yeah, off-season time here. I'm going to look to probably fire our entire staff and not name Robert Saleh, and we'll go from there. And as a little bit of payback, we're going to hire the Chiefs offensive coordinator to be our offensive coordinator. All right, we're going to hire Bill Summers here, the Eagles defensive coordinator, to be ours. And yeah, that's going to be the staff. For re-signings, I don't think we have anybody, so I'm just going to try and roll over this cap, to be honest. I mean, we'll take a look just to make sure I don't get any like extra money. But I think I just want to roll all of this over until next year so that when Sauce Gardner's up, when Garrett Wilson is up, and Jermaine Johnson, we just have the money to pay all of them. Yeah, we have $67 million. I'm not paying Breece Hall. I'm not paying Reddick. I'm not paying Mike. I have to pick up the option on Will McDonald. He's already 27. Man, he has had no time to develop. I thought he was like kind of an older guy too. Oh, that's not good. Quincy did get star. He probably wants more money though. Oh, he doesn't actually. Give him a 1-year deal. If Quincy only wants 7 million, yeah, we can bring him back. All right, cool. So we'll go with that. He's back for another year, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys at the draft. All right, so we're here at the draft, and we're just gonna sim to our pick because there's nobody that I need, but there is a really good corner that I want. Funny enough, there's 2 cornerbacks in this class with the exact same name. They're both named Luke McMillan. One of them's on my board. It's actually the one that's supposed to go later. But I think they're both still here, right? No, the first one went, but there's that Luke McMillan, and then there's the one that I have on my board. One was like a first rounder, and then there's this guy. They look different, but they're 2 completely different people. But the corner that we're going to go with is Denard Wright. A catching, A man, A press, B zone. Very solid athlete. Normal dev. All right, well, future slot corner for us when Michael Carter leaves, and then eventually maybe cornerback 2 if he can maybe get a dev trait. Pick 18 in the second round. We're just going to go for it. I'm not going to be able to fit any of my needs in this draft, which sucks because, like, receiver I need. There's just not any good receivers in this draft. So it kind of sucks. But a lot of the guys I want are still here. I think the first I'm going to go with here is Ron Brewer. We are going to need a Quincy Williams replacement next year, so Ron Brewer can come in, just sit for a year, and then he'll be ready to go next year. Third round, I'd like to get that guard because Cesar Ruiz is on a 1-year deal. So if I can get the guard, I'll be pretty happy. He is gone. These corners are good. I don't really need them, but I also don't really need Larry Kerr. He could just start over the other guy that we had last year who was like a 70. I don't know what he's up to now. Or do we go Luke McMillan? I don't think we need more corners. I think we already went linebacker too. We can always just trade one. Larry Kerr's gonna be the pick here. I like keeping linebacker as strength. And then we have another third rounder here. I honestly might just take both. Like, I could just trade down and get more picks, or I could just trade both of them for higher picks. Who knows? But we'll go with Luke McMillan here. Actually, do we want to do that? No, I think we're going to go with Tevin Edwards. He's the first one. Tevin Edwards, hidden dev. Nice. All right, and I think we might be able to get Luke McMillan on day 3. Or on the 4th round, I mean. He is day 3 projected, but he should be available here. So I hope that we can get him. Worst case, I'll trade some of these rookies to try and get a receiver, and Luke McMillan still is here. Can we go all hiddens? No. Actually, we wouldn't have gone all hiddens anyway. Our first pick was normal. But pretty solid draft. Let's go over the prospects. All right, so our draft was incredible. 78 overall for Denard Wright, 75 overall for Brewer, 75 overall for Kerr, 75 overall for Tevin Edwards, 76 overall for Luke McMillan. Yeah. So, I mean, most likely thing that happens is I trade McMillan or Tevin Edwards. Probably McMillan because Edwards has the hidden. Probably Edwards and either Kerr or Brewer for a receiver of some kind. Just because I'm going to need a third guy on this team. But I'm going to set up the team and let you guys know what we're doing. Alright, so I'm making one trade here with the Bears. They don't really need Mikael Williams. They had Montez Sweat, and then they drafted somebody else. So Mikael Williams is kind of just sitting there, 82 overall, pretty young. So we're going to trade Will McDonald, Pope, the rookie that we drafted last year. He went down to normal. And then Michael Carter, because we need to get rid of some of these corners. And we're going to get Mikael Williams. So young guy here, still under contract for a couple more years. Really, like, thins out this depth a little bit more. Because there are just so many guys, like, in this DB room. Like, Kellum is somebody else who I might want to let go of. Because we just don't need this many corners. Like, we have an absurd amount of corners. Like, I almost want to make Edwards the third corner. I really want to, because he has the dev trait, and I feel like if we lose the dev trait, that's going to suck. But we have the overall for Wright, who could end up just being the boundary cornerback. I think we just have to leave it as is, no? Do we go with the overall or the guarantee? I think we have to play him for now. And we'll go from there. Yeah. Oh man. I don't even know. I do want to get a receiver, but like we could just let Hill play in the slot this year and do his thing, and maybe he gets a dev trait. I just don't know how I feel about Malachi Corley on the outside because he's also kind of small, so putting 2 small receivers out there is just kind of questionable. So I might explore a receiver trade just to get somebody bigger, or a tight end trade and just putting Nick Harbor back at receiver. So yeah, I might explore one more trade and then I'll let you guys know what we're doing. Alright, very interesting trade here. So we're trading 2 cornerbacks, one that the CP drafted last year, and then McMillan, who we just drafted, as well as Hill, the receiver we drafted last year in a 4th round pick, for Tetero and McMillan. He's going to be the wide receiver 2 this year. I really just wanted a guy with some size. I really wanted to draft him, honestly, when we saw Aaron Rodgers, but just didn't have the chance. But Tetero McMillan is really, really good. He just has hands, just straight hands. Kind of similar issues to Keon Coleman. I think they're very, very similar in comp. But yeah, that's basically what the team's going to look like. It's going to look like this. I'm going to switch Jermaine Johnson over to the left side because I feel like I noticed in simulation that side eats more. Quinton Williams is also X Factor, by the way. I don't know when that happened. That might have happened a couple years ago, but I think that was just last year. So pretty cool there. And then specialists, I'll get all that set up. But it's basically just going to be Corley in the slot, Martinez both running back spots, and then everything else looks fine. So I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, we're here at the midseason mark and we're having our worst season so far. 2-5. It does not look good. I mean, I said this, the middle of this rebuild is going to be really interesting because we're going to have a lot of people to resign, not a lot of money to do it. We have 151 million though, but just look at the players that have to come back. It's a lot. And a lot of them need to be paid a lot of money. Sauce wants so much money, but I'm just going to throw you a 7-year deal. Great, he's back. He wants so much money. Garrett Wilson, same deal. He actually wants less because he's not the X Factor. So again, we will just throw you more money. He's back for 7 years. Jermaine Johnson wants to be back. A 4-year deal will be good for him. Hopefully he's eating right now. He didn't take it. Malachi Corley, I'd like to bring back. 5-year deal for him. Come on, Malachi. Joe Tippmann, I'd like to bring back. 3-year deal for him. Great, he's back. No, he's not. Oh my goodness, why are we so greedy? Quincy Williams is walking. Aleem McNeil, I might bring back, but I'm also prepared to let him walk. He hasn't been super special for us. Tyron Smith, I'm scouting tackles. Again, also prepared to let him walk. Then we got to pick up the options on these two. But we'll revisit re-signings, but let's try and have a bounce back year, please. Jermaine Johnson accepts the exact same offer that we gave him a couple weeks ago. We're in week 14 right now. I'm really just throwing these guys like basically the same amount of money. Malachi Corley's gonna get a little bit more. Come on, dude. Really? Joe Tippmann wants to be back. I mean, I'm not raising this offer anymore. So, dude, just take the damn deal. It's not that hard. Alright, and we magically pulled back this season. Ended up going 11-6. Only 1 loss in the second half of the year. The division was really, really close, so it was actually pretty good for us to be, like, we were at the bottom, but we were still, like, 1 win away from getting right back in it. But let's take a look at the stats, see how we did. Cam Ward, 4,300 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks. In KC offense? Really? Okay. It's kind of underwhelming. Damian Martinez was good. 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. A little bit underwhelming in terms of yards per carry, but, like, the base stats, I can't be mad at. Nick Harbor was great at tight end. I mean, I told you, KC playbook, he's going to go off. 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns for him. 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns for Corley. 804 for Tetero McMillan. And 806 for Garrett Wilson. Sacks, 10 for Olu Fashanyu giving up. Josh Jackson, 138 tackles. Great look for him. TFL's 26 for Aleem McNeil. 23 for Quinton Williams. 13 for Jermaine Johnson. Sacks. 18 for Quinton Williams, 10 for Jermaine Johnson, 7.5 for Mikael Williams, 6 for Aleem McNeil. Pretty solid numbers, honestly. Josh Jackson with the pick, Sonny Styles with the pick, DJ Reed with the pick, Sauce Gardner with the pick, and Derek Forrest with the pick. Yearly awards, nobody up there for MVP. No offensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year, though, Quinton Williams. Nice. Offensive rookie, nobody. Defensive rookie, nobody. QB, Ward at 6, running back, nobody. Wide receiver, Corley at 7. O-line, Ruiz at 6. D-line, Quinton Williams. Linebacker, Jackson at 8. DBs, nobody. Alright, now let's hop into the playoffs here. I'm not super confident in this team, but I'm hoping that we can at least not be a first-round exit. So, can we beat the Bills? And we do. We're playing the Ravens, who we're 2-0 against in this rebuild. I kind of want to jump in because we've just been so good against them. It's kind of like a building rivalry now. Ravens fans probably hate us, and we're probably just like, we've beat them every time, so we don't really care. Alright, starting off the game here. Apparently Baltimore's the ball. I thought we had the ball. Anyways, defense holds them off. We scored 3 on our first drive, it looks like. Pretty low scoring game here. 3-3 here. We make it 10-3. And we score another touchdown. 17-3 before the half. 17-9 now. 20-9. 20-17. It's getting close now. Ravens have the ball. Offense, just hold it out here. Okay, we make it 22-17 after a safety. I think that's just going to be the game. And 25-17 will be your final score. We are moving on to the AFC Conference Championship. Ravens fans probably just hate us, to be honest. And we're probably just okay with their existence. We've just beat them every time. It's a one-sided rivalry. Alright, in the Conference Championship, we are taking on the Vegas Raiders. Let's just hop in here. Alright, jumping in here. Raiders are going to get the ball first. Defense holds them off. Offense scores 7. Defense holding them off again. I don't know why it just paused me. Offense is doing pretty good here. Make it 14-0. Still shutting them out. And first half, 14-7. Third quarter here, 17-7 now. 24-7. And it looks like we're going to be going back to the Super Bowl. 24-14. Minute left. We run the ball out. Let's go. Back to Super Bowl number 3 in terms of appearances for this video. Alright, and before we hop into the Super Bowl here, good to look at some of these dev traits. Nick Harbor's up to Superstar X Factor at tight end. Looks like everybody else stayed the same. Defensively, Sauce Gardner losing X Factor because he had 1 interception? Really? Sure, whatever. Edwards has star, Kerr has star. Brewer still has his hidden. Jackson goes up to Superstar. That might be big. That might be big. He's been really, really good for us. So him getting Superstar Dev, playing up to an 83 right now, love to see that. Where did he get that from? Just because? Yeah, guess he just got it just because they fell. Oh, NFL tackles leader, I think is what I saw. But yeah, team looks really good here. Going to the Super Bowl. Let's try and get a win. Alright, so our opponent here is the Green Bay Packers. Let's see if we can win the Super Bowl. Get number 2 of the video, like super early, would be really nice. If we give up a touchdown the first drive, that's not good. Oh my goodness. Come on, offense. Second quarter here, we're being shut out. We make it 7-7. It's really a defensive game right now. 7-7 going into the second half. Nope, we make it 10-7. And 13-7. Still a very close game. But it's just super defensive. Okay, 16-7. It's now a 2-score game. And 19-7. I think we're going to win. Okay, there's a minute left. I think we got it. 19-14. But we have the ball, so I think we just won. Right? Okay. I'm playing all defense because I don't trust Madden. Whoa, 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 no, no, what is that? Why are we running double safety blitz with 10 seconds left? Who came up with that? Alright, good thing we have timeouts. Oh my gosh, I almost sold the game. That would have been a nightmare. Alright, just play back. Yeah, 10 seconds. Or sack him. Alright, Mikael Williams just wins us the game. Nice. Game-winning sack from Mikael Williams. Let's go. Super Bowl number 2. Nice job, boys. Okay, and really quick thing that I found out here, I just basically had to cheese the system because I'm tired of my coordinators getting poached and me not being able to do anything about it. Go to staff week, fire both of your coordinators, just rehire them back, and they're essentially just on new deals, so they just can't get poached. Because you're essentially just hiring quote-unquote somebody else, so that's what the CPU sees it as, even though it's the same person. So if you're tired of your coordinators getting poached, just fire them at staff week, rehire them. They'll still appear there. They won't get like picked up by another team before you get the chance to see them. They'll just be all the way at the end. They're the last person available. Just do that. I might make a rule for it where it's like, oh, if we win 2 Super Bowls with the same coordinator, they get poached. or something like that. Like, so it's like still changing up because that's how the NFL works, and I'm not going to go 10 years with the same coordinator, so that just never happens. But like, it shouldn't be we win 1 year with a new coordinator and they're immediately gone, because that's not how the NFL works. Coordinators usually have to prove themselves before they get head coaching jobs, and just because you had one good year with the Super Bowl team who's already made a Super Bowl without you does not mean that you proved yourself. So yeah, we'll go from there. Re-signing players. Sonny Styles, we got to pick up the option on. Malachi Corley, I keep forgetting you need to come back. I'll up this to $7 million. You better take it. Oh my God, Corley, dude, you can't, dude. Come on, Joe Tippmann, just please accept. I hate you. I hate you. I genuinely do not like you. Franchise tag for him is 15. Franchise tag for Corley is 40. So we'll probably look to pick you back up in free agency. Lee McNeil wants too much money to bring back. I can't do it. I mean, we inked up the rest of the guys, but then Cam Ward needs to come back probably next year. And we're going to have to pay Cam Ward a lot of money. Okay, so we're probably just going to let these two walk, because I think I can afford to let that happen. But these two, I think tagging Tippmann, because he has no interest. But he's interior. I can't pay Corley $40 million. That's not happening. But we'll go to free agency and we'll figure it out. Alright, so I gave one last offer to Malachi Corley, but it seems like he's not super interested, which is okay, because our contingency plan is going to be Michael Mayer, who we're going to bring in on a 2-year deal. Again, this will just mean that Nick Harper will go back to his natural position at receiver. DeJuan Jones is going to come play right tackle for us, and because we lost Tyron Smith to retirement, that means Olu Fashanu will just go back to his natural left tackle position, which is fine. And then Gervon Dexter, not like the definite replacement for Lee McNeil, just a 1-year deal, just in case I can't find anyone in the draft. So, filling all these positions of need, and if we draft rookies, I'd rather start over them. We'll go with that. And we do get DeJuan Jones and Gervon Dexter, but Malachi Corley does go to the Patriots, Tyreek Hill to the Giants, Justin Simmons to the Giants, Lee McNeil to the Bills, and we are still waiting on Michael Mayer. Let's hope that he accepts this. Nope. And now he has to offer more money. I'll give you this for 2 years. Okay, we're back ahead. And Michael Mayer does sign on. So we will take that, and I'm going to finish up my scouting, and I'll see you guys at the draft. Alright, so we're here at the draft, and there is a cornerback in this class that I want. I know it sounds kind of crazy, I have so many of them, but DJ Reed is on a 1-year deal, and I'd rather get somebody who I think will probably end up with a dev trade. So let's pause the draft here, and before we even get to the pick that I want, we have to trade up to pick 30. He's literally supposed to go right in front of us at 31, so we just got to jump the team that wants him. I'll probably just offer like a 5th. I believe it's the Raiders who have pick 30, which is the pick that we need. Yes, it is. Alright. Should just take like a 5th round pick. Okay. I mean, if I could keep a 5 and a 7, come on. Alright, a 5 and a 6. I really don't need these late round picks, so they can do whatever with these. I mean, if I could keep this and just trade Sammy Smith. Great. Alright, that's going to be the trade. Let's get to pick 30. And let's grab our guy. Are you kidding me? The mock draft lied to me. He goes a pick earlier than he's supposed to. They saw us trade up, and he goes a pick earlier than he's supposed to. AJ Berry looks good. I mean, there's not another cornerback that I want. It's not even really another player here that I want. Like maybe DeJuan Carey. Hybrid with the A to C zone. Could be B zone. This would basically just make it so that Derek Forrest is expendable in the future. I mean, there are linebackers here, but I don't need one. Taj Mills isn't a bad one. He actually looks pretty decent. But I just don't need linebacker. Bob Olsen. That's just so upsetting. I mean, that I want George Miller. George Miller's the guard that I want. I don't have to get him with this pick. That'll just be my next pick. So I don't even know what to address with this. I mean, there's like nobody here. My whole plan was to go cornerback. I guess we're just going to go with the safety here, DeJuan Carey. Normal dev. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's get the guard and we'll just go to next season. Very disappointed. I can't even lie. Like, oh, that's so upsetting. Alright, with this pick, George Miller's still on the board, so we're just going to grab him here in the second round. Looks pretty solid. Hidden dev, so he's going to start day 1 at guard, and we should be fine there. So, let's go to round 3 and see if there's anybody here. If not, I'm just going to trade the pick, but I'll let you guys know. Alright, we're going to go with Tracy Drummond here, running back out of Northwestern. Looks like a very solid power back. Doesn't look like a bad pick, though. And that's going to be the draft. I'll just see you guys at the end. We'll go over our picks. Alright, so I mean, our draft wasn't bad. DeJuan Carey's a 73. He could go play some corner if need be. He does have that 75 man coverage, and honestly, depending on what his press is, I might actually just throw him at corner. He doesn't look bad. He could definitely be a slot corner for us at some point. Miller's a 75, and then Tracy Drummond is actually a 77 overall. It's not bad. He could definitely be a guy who just develops behind Damian Martinez. They could maybe split carries at some point, but who knows. Alright, so this is going to be the team for year number 4. Alright, I thought it was year number 4, but I wasn't sure. Year number 4 here, Cam Ward at quarterback, Damian Martinez at running back, Garrett Wilson, Nick Harbor, and Teteroa McMillan at receiver, Olu Fashanu at left tackle, Vera Tucker at left guard, Joe Tippmann at center, George Miller at right guard, and DeJuan Jones at right tackle, with Michael Mayer at tight end. Defensively, we have Mikael Williams and Jermaine Johnson off the edge again, with Quinnen Williams and Gervon Dexter up the middle. Corners going to be Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, and Tevin Edwards again, with the right slowly just developing in the back here. Safeties, you have Derek Forrest and Sonny Styles, and then linebackers, Brewer in his second year, you have Jackson the superstar, and then Kerr at left outside linebacker. For specialists, it's going to be Garrett Wilson in the slot this year. Let's try and give him a dev trade upgrade. He just deserves it at this point. Damian Martinez at both running back spots, Tevin Edwards in the slot for corners, Jermaine Johnson, Mikael Williams off the edge, Quinn Williams, Dexter up the middle, Jackson's going to be the sub linebacker, and yeah, let's get the season started. Alright, so we're here at the midseason mark. We are 3-3, Bills are 6-1, top of the division. We are 3rd right now, or tied for 2nd. Let's look at who we have to resign though. $117 million. We have to bring back Quinn Williams. I'd like to bring you back on like a 3-year deal. Great, Quinn Williams is back. Cam Ward, we did not realize we had to pay him this year, and he wants to be paid, so we're gonna have to do that. Nick Harbor we're gonna have to bring back. Olu's gonna have to come back. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't realize I had to pay all of these guys. Yep, it is year 4. Cam Ward has now earned a massive contract and doesn't even want to be here. Oh my god. Alright. We will revisit with him. But I can't really make any other moves until, like, Olu. Okay, Olu's back for 4. And then we just have to wait on the rest of these guys. I'd like to bring back Nick Harbor. Oh, yeah. Wait, that's a steal. That's a steal of a contract. Great. Nick Harbor's back for 5. And then we're just going to chill. Teteroa McMillan might not be back. Damian Martinez probably won't be back. Joe Tippmann probably won't be back. Derek Forrest won't be back. Gervon Dexter won't be back. DJ Reed won't be back. Okay. So we're going to wait and we're going to try and sign Cam Ward, and then we'll go from there. But I'll let you guys know when we get that done, because I'm going to try and do this basically every week. Okay. We finally re-signed Cameron Ward, and this is huge because what you guys are going to see in a second is that, come on, load the screen, he has a breakout scenario, and I really wanted to get him locked up because if he gets X Factor, he's probably going to want like $5 to $10 more million, and I really don't want to have to do that. It's the same mistake I made in the Jaguars rebuild with Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I don't want to do that again. So let's see if he can hit this breakout scenario here against the Panthers after 2 really good back-to-back weeks and get up to X Factor. That'd be pretty huge. And if he can do that, we now have an X Factor quarterback, and we got him locked up before his big breakout. So that would just be huge. And we do pick up a win, 38-28. He could have had the game that we were looking for. Let's see. Any thoughts? No, he did not hit it. Oh well. And we end up making the playoffs here at 11-6. A good second half of the year here propels us back into the second spot in the division, or tied for first, I should say. Cam Ward coming off of a great week. But let's take a look at the stats, see how we did overall. Alright, Cam Ward, 4,100 yards, 31 touchdowns, 4 picks. Pretty solid year for him. Damian Martinez was really good. Sucks that he's about to have to leave. 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4.1 per carry. Not bad numbers at all. The rookie, what's his name? The rookie Drummond had 11 touchdowns. 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns for Michael Mayer. Of course, he did that in Chiefs system. 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns for Garrett Wilson. 804 for Nick Harbor. 608 for Tedero McMillan. Sacks given up, 14 for Lufashawn. He's now playing left tackle, so I'm honestly not surprised. It's a new transition, so it's okay. Josh Jackson, 131 tackles, looks really, really good. 17 TFLs for Gavon Dexter is actually not too bad. Sacks, 14 for Jermaine Johnson, 13.5 for Mikael Williams, nice. And 8 for Quinnen Williams, not bad. Picks, 2 for Tevin Edwards, 2 for DJ Reed, 1 for Sonny Styles, 1 for Derek Forrest, and 1 for Sauce Gardner. We'll check the awards really quickly, because I definitely accidentally skipped over that. Let's see. MVP, Cam Ward at 7. Cam Ward at 6 for Offensive Player of the Year. Depoy, Jermaine Johnson at 4. Mikael Williams at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Tracy Drummond at number 2. That would have been big. Maybe he would have gotten star. No defensive rookies. Cam Ward was the 3rd best QB. We had 8th best running back, 8th best receiver, no lineman. Jermaine Johnson, Mikael Williams at 4 and 5 for D linemen, no linebackers, and Tevin Edwards, that's his name, right? Yeah, Tevin Edwards at 8 for DBs. So maybe he could get superstar just for being on that list. Who knows? But let's hop into the playoffs here and let's try and beat the Bills. We're looking for back-to-back Super Bowls again. Getting number 3 of the video would be super big, and we beat the Bills. And I think we want to hop in against the Ravens here, who probably see us as rivals at this point because we beat them in every playoff run that we've made. I think they beat us in the regular season, so this should be pretty interesting. Alright, let's see if we can actually get like our 18th win against the Ravens in this video. I feel like we're just bullying them at this point. But another playoff run could be really big for us here. Alright, Ravens at the ball, driving down the field, defense holds up, and we immediately score 7. Let's go. With the ball again, make it 10-0. Defense is really holding it down. They haven't scored at all in the first half. And they're going to get 3 before the half ends. And we're going to get the ball back here, 10-3, 17-3 in the 3rd quarter, 20-3. Oh my goodness, our defense is just shutting them down. 20-10, they finally score a touchdown. Make it 27-10, but I think that is the game. 27-17, but there's not enough time for them to do anything. And we are going to the AFC Conference Championship. Cam Ward played amazing. As usual, we hold Lamar Jackson to just a pretty game. His defense has had his number the entire rebuild. Alright, and for maybe... I'm recording this in a different time than the first half of this video, basically, but... I don't remember if we've played the Chiefs yet, but let's hop in and see if we can beat them. Alright. Chiefs are going to actually start work kicking off. Chiefs are going to start driving. We hold them off on their first drive. We make it 7-0. Make it 14-0. Oh my goodness, our defense is so much better than their offense. 21-0 going into the 2nd quarter here. Still 21-0, 21-7. They finally respond. And we get up to 3 before the half ends. 31-7. We are just such an elite playoff team. We are like the Chiefs in real life. Kind of okay regular season. Very inconsistent. We get 38-7. We are blowing them out. 38-14 now, but it doesn't matter. We are just turning into the Chiefs in the playoffs. 350 yards, 3 touchdowns for Cam Ward. That is why we paid him, even though he had a solid regular season. We know what he does for us in the playoffs, and we are hunting for Super Bowl number 3, number 4 in appearance. Have we been in the Super Bowl every year? We've been in the Super Bowl every year except for year 1 when we had Aaron. Actually, no, we won with Aaron Rodgers. Or no. No, we didn't win with Aaron Rodgers. We made it with Aaron Rodgers. You know what? Here. Go to, let's go to the Super Bowl here. We'll check dev traits and everything in a second, but I really want to see. Because, again, it's been like a couple days since I recorded the first part of this video. League history. So, 2023, we lost to the 49ers. 2024, we beat the Eagles. 2025, we didn't make it. And then 2026, we beat the Packers. So, we have 2 Super Bowl wins, 3 appearances in 5 years. So this is year 5. Oh yeah, this is year 5. Cam Ward we drafted in the second year of this rebuild, so it's year 5 actually. But yeah, taking on the 9-8 Seattle Seahawks. Can we get Super Bowl number 3 for Cameron Ward and the 4th appearance that we'll have in this video? Let's see. Alright, let's start out this game here. Dicker the kicker kicks off, and Seattle's driving. They make it a 7-0 game, but we do respond with a field goal. Okay, our defense is not holding up the same. They make it 10-3. Offense is not really rolling. Okay, but the defense holds it down. We get a 10 right before the half, I think. Okay, we make it 13-10. We're winning. 4th quarter time here. 17-13 them. Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta hop in here on offense. It's 24-13. Let's see if we can pull off a comeback here. We gotta score quickly. Nick Harbor, Michael Mayer. Alright. Got what we like. Just make him pick his poison. Cam Ward. Oh, come on. How do you get hit while throwing there? Alright, let's go double post here. Nick Harbor could just burn over the top. I need that safety to not be annoying. Oh my goodness. Come on. I just need time. I just need time, please. 3rd and 22 here. Hassan Reddick just gets the sack. I just need time to get a deep shot going. Alright, let's see if Nick Harbor can maybe stretch the field here or do something. Getting it to Garrett Wilson. It's out. Oh my god. Just can't do anything. Like, what? Why do we have no blocking? That's the real question here. There is no blocking whatsoever. Alright, 4 verts. I mean, they're pressing. Nick Harbor should just destroy press here. Nick Harbor, you're so open. Let's go. Nick Harbor, why would you jump? Oh my god, why would you jump? Why would you jump, Nick Harbor? And Seattle's going to score, and that's going to be the game. That's just so stupid. He was so open, and he jumped for a ball that just he didn't need to. Alright, well, the offense can't score. It's 31-13. We lose in the Super Bowl. That should have been such a winnable game. Our defense didn't hold it down. Offense was terrible, and yeah. Year number 6, here we go. Alright, so we do get a little bit of extra money here. We have $33 million to re-sign somebody, and I think Joe Tippmann's probably going to be the one who gets the money. 3-year deal for our starting center. He's just so elite. Yeah, we still have $20 million left, but I think Damian Martinez, he's actually really cheap. This is not a bad contract at all. He's so cheap. We're going to bring back Damian Martinez as well. I usually don't pay running backs, but he is such a cheap option. I thought he was asking for at least 10, and he's not. So everybody else is going to walk. We have $14 million left over. It's a little bit less than I planned on having, but it's okay. I think we got really good deals for the guys that we did bring back. I'm not going to spend money in free agency, so we're not even going to look at that, and I will just see you guys at the draft. Alright, so we're here at the draft. We're just going to go to our pick. Nobody who I want is supposed to go even in the first round, which is pretty good to see. And I'm probably planning on trading down and then trading back up. Okay, we're gonna do this trade with the Commanders for pick 39. I hope I don't regret this. I know Watson. Alright, we're gonna trade up here with the Niners, and I'm gonna try and get this receiver. Alright, so we didn't end up actually having to trade up. I couldn't find anybody who had enough money to do it. So we are going to take Dontrell Jarrett, the first receiver off the board here. Round 1 talent, hidden dev. He's going to be the slot receiver for this year at LSU. And then we got to trade up for the free safety. And then I think I'm just going to try and trade up with the Falcons and just guarantee that I can get it. So I'll let you guys know when I'm done. Alright, so we trade the backup tight end, Tony Lane, a second and a third. I think it's like our pick 63. And we're going to trade up the Falcons here. We're going to get this free safety, who is immediately going to start for us. His name is Braxton Foote, round 1 talent. And he's also hidden dev. Great pick by us out of Louisville. Go to start, so we get 2 starters, and then we still have pick 20. And I'm going to hope that I can get the D tackle there. And then from that, we've basically just filled out all of our starters that we need to replace. So great moves throughout this draft. I didn't really trade a lot of future picks, just that third. And yeah, we're going to go after Terrell Pounds here. He should be pretty solid with those 8 finesse moves. And he's actually hidden. I thought he was going to be normal. I just kind of took the best guy that I could find. But great pick. So 3 hidden dev players. All of them are going to start for us immediately. And yeah, we didn't really have to move off of too many future picks. I just didn't see this as a strong class, but there was just a lot of things I needed to address. So whether it's strong or not, I had to get these positions needed done. But let's go over the prospects. All right. 76 hidden for Dontrell Jarrett, 76 hidden for Braxton Foote, and 71 hidden for Terrell Pounds. We haven't looked at the division too much recently. Obviously, we are in a very, very tough division. The Patriots at a 71 overall. QB has their first pick, round 1, pick 1. Okay. Greg Yankees, round 2, pick 1. And then Marco Grenard is a pretty good late round pick. Where are the Bills at? Bills, 74 overall right end, Byron Bynes. 73 overall D tackle, Eddie Buckhalter. Not bad. I think we've so far had the best draft. And then the Dolphins, 74 outside linebacker, Marcus Kelly. Edge rusher for them, 71 tackle. 74 Kaliko Washington, somebody who I did want. Probably actually should have drafted him, now that I think about it. I forgot to mark him, that's why. Is he hidden? He is hidden. Okay, so I think we probably missed out on somebody, but it seems like he's just a straight pass rusher. I think our guy is a little bit more well-rounded, so I'm actually not mad at that. But yeah, I'm going to set up the team, and then I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, so the team for year 6, Cam Ward at quarterback, Damian Martinez at running back, Wilson, Harbor, and then the rookie Jarrett at receiver, Fashanu, Vera Tucker, Tippmann, Miller, Jones at offensive line, Michael Mayer at tight end. Defense, Mikael Williams, Jermaine Johnson off the edge again, Quentin Williams and the rookie Pounds up the middle. Sauce Gardner is now down to star dev, but he's still 99 overall, so that's fine. He's going to be at corner with Edwards and Wright, and then the rookie Foote, who's revealed to have star dev probably because of coach points. He's going to start free safety, Sonny Styles and Strong, who also lost his superstar. Brewer, Jackson, and Kerr at linebackers. Specialist, Jarrett's going to be in the slot. Damian Martinez at both running back spots. Wright is going to be in the slot this year for corners. Jermaine Johnson, Quentin Williams, Mikael Williams. We'll have Pounds be the second rush D tackle. I don't know why he's not. And then Jackson's going to be the sub linebacker. So, yeah, let's try and win a Super Bowl. We've had a Super Bowl appearance in every year except for one. So this is already the best rebuild we've already done, and it's only been half of the rebuild, so I'm excited. Alright, week 4 here, we are 2-2, and Cam Ward is a breakout scenario. I don't know how after winning 17-10, but you know what, I don't complain, so let's see if we can hit this. And we did lose the game, so I'm assuming that it is Cam Ward's fault. Yeah, alright, we're 2-3 though. I really hope that we can get this season back on track. Alright, and at the midseason mark, we are 2-5. I don't know what our issue is. Cam Ward seems to be performing very well. I didn't mean to click schedule there. Cam Ward, I see him in the top 5 for yards, and his touchdowns are fine. 3rd in the league in yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 picks is kind of high. Damian Martinez is good. I don't know, I guess it's maybe the defense. Yeah, our defense is terrible, that's what it is. Okay. Well, I'm going to hope that we can bounce back. I can't really do too much about that, to be honest. So we just need to hope that we can be better. Josh Jackson needs to come back. Somebody's just being real obnoxious outside. Alright, there's a lot of people who need to come back. I don't have a lot of money. DeJuan Jones, I can probably get a cheaper tackle with a dev trait if I wait. I'd like to bring back Sonny Styles, but he just wants too much money, so that's probably not going to happen. Mikael Williams is not, he's asking for a lot. And then Josh Jackson isn't asking for too much, he's an X Factor, so we're going to bring back Josh Jackson first. And if I can maybe get a little bit more money and bring back Mikael Williams. We'll do that, and that will mean that we need to replace Sonny Styles, who's been a great safety for us for these past couple of years. Michael Mayer is fine. DeJuan Jones was fine. Matter of fact, this might be DeJuan Jones' replacement if I resign this guy. I'm joking. But I'll probably find a guy in free agency who's better. And then Denard Wright will have to pick up the option on most likely. $15 million for him. That's a lot. That is a lot. So yeah, we're gonna wait. I might restructure some contracts and try and bring Mikael Williams back, but we will go from there. So let's keep trying to turn the season around. Alright, so we end the year 10-7 again, just miracle. I don't know how we turn these seasons around every single time. It makes no sense to me, but you know what, it works. So let's check the stats. Cam Ward had probably one of his best seasons in the NFL. 4,500 yards, 38 touchdowns, 9 picks. Rushing, Damian Martinez is amazing. 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, 4.4 per carry. Receiving, Dontrell Jarrett, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Michael Mayer, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, 909 for Nick Harbor. Blocking, 15 sacks given up for Olu. He's probably going to go back to right tackle this year after DeJuan Jones leaves. Man, that's upsetting. Josh Jackson, though, playing very, very, very well. 130 tackles, 8 TFLs, almost a sack and a pick. TFLs, 20 for Jermaine Johnson led the team. He had 13.5 sacks. 18 TFLs, 12 sacks for Quinn Williams. 10 TFLs, 9.5 sacks for Mikael. The rookie, 9 TFLs, 6.5 sacks. All right, good job, Terrell Pounds. 2 picks for Sonny Styles, 2 for Denard Wright, 2 for Sauce Gardner, 1 for Josh Jackson, 1 for Tevin Edwards. Yearly awards, Cam Ward number 3 for MVP. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Cam Ward at 7. Jermaine Johnson at 3 for Defensive Player of the Year. Quinn Williams at 6. Dontrell Jarrett wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Terrell Pounds wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. What a draft by us. Our free safety, I guess, wasn't up there. Cam Ward at 4 for QBs. Damian Martinez at 5 for running backs. Jarrett at 7 for receivers. And then Wilson and Harbor at their 9 and 10. O-line, George Miller in his second year is the best O-lineman. Nice. D-line, Jermaine Johnson, number 3. Quinn Williams, number 6. Linebackers, none. DBs, none. Alright. So let's hop into the playoffs here. Alright, let's see if we can beat the Patriots here in round 1. I think they're a very beatable team. Yeah, we do. 38-16. Chiefs again. Alright, yeah, Cam Ward had an amazing game. Do I think we could just beat the Chiefs in base? Nah, I don't want to risk it. Let's hop in here. All right, hopping in against the Chiefs here. We are kicking off. Chiefs are going to start with the ball, and they will not score on their first drive. However, we will make it 7-0. 7-7 going to the second quarter here. 14-7. Almost end of the second quarter. They tied at 14. We do get a touchdown before the half. 21-14. We have the ball going into the second half. 28-14. We make the score. Defense is really holding it down. 35-14. And it's now just a blowout. 42-14. Oh, we just turned it up in the second half. 45-14. And that is game. What did we just do? What a game for the boys here. And who else but the team that we beat like 8 times to go to the Super Bowl here in the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Conference Championship. Let's hop in, let's beat them again, and just continue to just demolish them in this rivalry. Alright, let's hop in here. We are going to kick off. Ravens are going to start with the ball, and we're going to shut them down in that first drive. We make it 7-0. Defense holds it down again. It is 10-0. Oh, they score 7. Alright, 10-7. We're still up here. We are going to put up a touchdown before the end of the half, making it 17-7. Both defenses are really playing well in this third quarter, though. Although we make it 24-7 to extend this lead. And it is now 24-14. 31-14. And that's probably going to be the game here with only a minute left. 31-21. And we are going to our 5th Super Bowl video. We've won 2 of them. So we're 2-2 in the Super Bowl in this video. We had 1 year we just completely missed it. But again, we just make the Ravens look like a mediocre team every single year. Alright, let's check these rookies' dev traits here. So Terrell Pounds is going to get Superstar most likely off of getting Defensive Rookie of the Year. No, he just had it. Okay, Terrell Pounds. Superstar dev for our guy here. Let's just make him a better pass rusher. That's now basically not forcing us to hold on to Quentin Williams forever. I mean, he'll probably make it for most of the rebuild, if not all of it. But, like, we're now not forced to do that because we have the superstar here. It's great. And then Dontrell Jarrett is also superstar. Okay, did he get it? He got it. So he was star, but basically we get 2 superstar devs out of this class. Yeah, this couldn't have gone any better. And looking at the team as a whole here, George Miller actually went up to superstar dev after winning lineman of the year this year. Michael Mayer is now X Factor. Cam Ward is now X Factor. Defensively, Jackson does lose his X Factor. That's fine. Pounds, we obviously saw a superstar. Jermaine Johnson goes up to superstar. Everybody else stays the same though. Wright's up to an 83. Edwards is up to an 85. Okay, team looks pretty good though, and I'm pretty happy. Alright, so we are taking on the Minnesota Vikings here in the Super Bowl. Let's hop in. Let's see if we can win our 3rd Super Bowl in 6 years and create a true dynasty. I mean, we already are. We've made the Super Bowl 5 times in 6 years. So, just off of that, we're already a dynasty. But let's see if we can win 3 in 6 years, which would just be insane. Only missing the Super Bowl once in the last 6 years. Alright, team looks good. Coming out here. Can we beat JJ McCarthy's Vikings? So we are going to kick off. Vikings are going to start with the ball. And they do score 7. Alright, it's 7-0. Our offense is not holding up that well. I think I need to give them a boost here as they make it 14-0. I think I need to give our offense a little bit of a boost here. Maybe help us score just a touchdown and then figure it out from there. But Damian Martinez is wide open. Told you how to swag? Nice. Stays in bounds. Cam Ward has only completed 2 passes now. Wait, that didn't count? Are you kidding me? Can I challenge that? Nope. Alright. Hate this game. We'll flood here. Yeah, we only need to get this first down, so I'm not really trying to like push them too much here. Okay. Cam Ward rolling out. Cam Ward, nice run. 3rd run of the game. He gets a really solid chunk there. Alright, let's go. Okay, 2-minute warning. Let's go to the play action there. I think that actually could have done something. What about this post dig here to Garrett Wilson though? Maybe not. Oh yeah, he's wide open. Garrett Wilson, good catch. Nice. Let's try and hurry it up here. If we can score before the end of the half and then just hold them, we can definitely make a comeback in this game. Alright, Michael Mayer underneath. He's the new X Factor in this team. He's going to get the first down. Wish I ran a little bit more clock out there, but it's alright. Damian Martinez on a wheel is not that bad of an idea here. Just roll out. Alright, we got 3 yards. Stays in bounds too, so it's not bad. Okay. Let's see. Michael Mayer touchdown, let's go! We scored before the end of the half. Alright. Let's go to the next quarter here. Okay, I need us to hold it down. Nice. Move the ball back. Turn it over. Come on, guys. What are we doing? I don't know what it is. Our offense just looks so much worse in the Super Bowl every single year. We dominate all these teams in the playoffs. And then as soon as the Super Bowl comes around, we forget how to play football. What is Nick Harper doing? That's probably the game. I mean, I don't know what Nick Harper's doing. He doesn't run the bubble screen correctly. We actually only allow a field goal on that drive, which is a miracle. Yeah, I don't know. Michael Mayer, good catch at least. But Cam Ward has been horrible in this game. I mean, it really feels like nobody's doing anything. I try and fade Michael Mayer here. Nick Harper, I don't know what he's doing. He actually is like selling the entire game. He's not running routes at all. Alright, that's probably going to be the game here. I'm just so frustrated at this point. We should have won so many Super Bowls, but we just forget how to play football. Alright, and they're gonna score. Offense will score again. Defense, you wanna hold it? Okay. Nope. Alright, that's gonna be game. Yep. 23-21. 23-31. We make it look closer than it actually was. We got destroyed. Cam Ward really only did stuff in the last quarter. Let's move on to year 7 here. Alright, first order of business, we are going to fire Bill Summers. He's been here for the ride, but I think the defense has been really selling us some of these weeks. So if I can hire somebody to help us out in that regard, that would be really nice. Just want to see if there's any just good defensive head coaches here that would be willing to come take a job. Alright. Any good defenses here? Let's go Luis. We're going to go with Luis Fox here. And he hopefully can fit our system and we can recreate the success that we've had in previous years, but the defense has really been letting us down some of these times. So that is that, and then we will re-sign our offensive coordinator because, again, I told you guys that you can fire them and then rehire them, and that basically is how you just stop them from getting poached every year. I will probably end up putting a limit on that though. Like I'll say, like, we can't do it for 5 years. Like I at least have to go through 2 offensive coordinators that I like. Alright, so we're gonna hire Ramiro Gallo back, one of the best offensive coordinators of all time at this point. In such a short career too. But let's go to re-signings here. And we really need to see how much money we have because there's a lot of players that need to come back. It's definitely very scary. Alright. Sonny Styles, we only have 21 million, so we didn't really get a huge bump, which means Mikael Williams is probably going to have to walk, which I'm honestly fine with. I think we can replace his production, even though he is a 91 overall, 25-year-old superstar, or not superstar, but star edge rusher. I think we can replace that. Sonny Styles wants a lot of money for a safety that I can't really afford. Michael Mayer, we can let walk. Denied rights. I'd rather not pick up that $17 million option when I could probably just pay you like $6 million a year next year. So we will hold off on that. Okay, so after a lot of restructuring, I actually have enough money to bring back both of these guys. So we're gonna throw Sonny Styles what he wants. He's gonna be back, and then we're gonna throw Mikael Williams basically whatever he wants for the next like 4 years. Great, and we still have 38 million left. I'm probably gonna roll all of this over. Michael Mayer can leave, DeJuan Jones can leave, and I'll probably look to get cheaper replacements in free agency. So I'll let you guys know when I'm done. Alright, so I'm going after Nick Donaghy here. Young right guard, who I think I'm going to either put at tackle or I'm going to move Elijah Vera Tucker to tackle. Either one could happen. This dude's 6'6", 337, so you could definitely play tackle. But I gave him like $8 million a year, which is like a lowball offer compared to some of the tackles that were there, which are like 5 overall points less than him. They were getting Eric Armstrong, young tight end, for a 3-year deal, like $6 million, and then he basically will get up to X Factor because we're in Chiefs system. So let's try and get these two, and none of them sign on. Okay. We'll try one more week, and we do get both of them. Great. So I'm going to finish up my scouting, and I'll see you guys at the draft. Alright, so we're here at the draft, and similar to last year, I am looking to trade down. Nobody that I want is going within these first 31 picks. Intriguing, for sure. If we do get another third, I am going to take this trade. If we miss out on the corner, it's okay. I think I'm fine with re-signing those guys. But getting pick 22 here, if I can get Jamarcus Boss, that'll be fine. He's round 2 to 3, so he should be around here. If Titus Cochran's gone, that's fine. I won't be upset. And he is gone. But we can take Jamarcus Boss with this first pick. I think he's going to be really good. Hidden Dev. We can start developing him to be the next edge rusher in line in case Jermaine Johnson ends up leaving, because, again, we will have money issues in the future. We can spend the second round pick here, and we can get probably one of these linebackers. Depends on who I think is better. Joseph Polk, got the zone coverage, great speed, just great overall athleticism. Or Mike Cummings, who probably doesn't have the great zone coverage, but he is elite speed. Let's go with Mike Cummings first. Hidden Dev, great pick. As long as we get one of those guys, I'm happy. So this first third, I'm probably going to take the other linebacker. If he is here. It's really up to if he's here or not. And he's gone. Wow, everybody's gone. Okay, that's fine. Well, then I think I'm going to trade this pick down and try and get picks in the future, because we have 2/3 now that I don't really need. That is somewhat upsetting, though. 2030, we do get that third back, because I do need one. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to do this trade with the Bengals here. We get a 3rd and a 4th next year. And I might even trade this other pick, and I might just try and get the UDFA guy. I'm not trading with the Bengals again. If I can get another 2030 third rounder, that would be great. Or 2031, just more picks. 2030, yeah, we'll do this with the Rams, and then we'll go to this 4th round pick and we'll take Larry Roundtree, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the draft. Why not? Let's grab both of them. What's the worst that could happen? KJ Hill or normal dev, but doesn't look too bad. And then let's grab Larry Roundtree in the 5th round, the one who I'm really actually excited about. It's not too many picks away. So let's grab him, and then I will see you guys at the end. Great. Dale Roundtree. Normal dev, but I think he looks really good. So see you guys at the end of the draft, and we'll go over the prospects. Alright, and our picks were really good. Jamarcus Boss, 75 overall, hidden dev. Mike Cummings, 73 hidden dev. He's just going to sit and develop for a year and then probably take over one of those linebacker spots, since we won't bring back both of them. KJ Hillard's a 74 normal, and Daryl Roundtree's a 75 normal. So 2 very easy to develop guys. If I ever need to lose a receiver, I can throw one of these guys in the slot and they can eat. So that's not bad. But yeah, I'm going to set up the team, and I'll see you guys when I'm ready. Alright, so this is going to be the team for year number 7. Cam Ward at quarterback, Damian Martinez at running back, Wilson, Harbor, and Jarrett at receiver. Donahue is going to be the new left tackle, Elijah Vera Tucker at left guard, Tippmann at center, Miller at right guard, and Oluf Fashion, who's back at right tackle, where he's been the best. Armstrong is going to be our new tight end. Defensively, you have Mikael Williams and Johnson off the edge. Boss is just going to be a backup for now. Quinton Williams, Terrell Pounds, and then Boss is also going to be the 3rd D tackle. You got Sauce Gardner, Edwards, and Wright at corner, with Foot and Styles at safety. And then Brewer, Jackson, and Kerr at linebacker. Cummings is going to be the backup for now. And yeah, that's going to be the team. The specialists are all basically the same that they've been for the previous years, so I'm not even going to go over it. But let's hop into the season. Let's try and win another Super Bowl, man. We got to do it. I know I'm getting greedy, and we've already established we're a dynasty because you've just won everything. But, like, come on. We've been disappointing for the fact that we made, like, all these Super Bowls, and we just keep losing. So, let's do it. Week 4, we were once again 2-2 with a breakout scenario for Cameron Ward. It's really just for XP, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Let's see if he can do it. And Cam Ward actually does complete the breakout, and he's going to get a huge amount of XP here for himself, 15K. What a game. Alright, mid-season mark here, we are 4-2. Firing the defensive coordinators probably helped out a little bit. I mean, our defense still does not look great, but, I mean, I guess statistically we're solid. Yeah, we have a really good run defense. But let's see what we have to resign here. No money to do so. I don't know. Oh, because of the restructuring. Yep. So, alright. We're going to need a replacement linebacker and 2 replacement corners. Yeah, that is not fun. So Larry Kerr is going to be gone. Tevin Edwards is going to be gone. Denard Wright's going to be gone. Alright, and Ron Brewer is going to be gone. But at least we can replace one of these linebackers already. But yeah, that's kind of upsetting. So let's just keep going here. Alright, we barely sneak into the playoffs here at 9-8. I don't know how we're a 9-8 team as a 95 overall. But coming off of one of our better weeks, 45-17 win. Sonny Styles, wow. A pick, 6 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. Might be one of the best defensive games by an individual player, like, ever. So that's kind of insane. But let's take a look at the stats, see how we did. Cam Ward, 4,400 yards, 29 touchdowns, 7 picks. Kind of a down year, especially coming off of an MVP caliber year. Rushing, Damian Martinez also down, only 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns for him. Receiving, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns for Eric Armstrong. 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns for Nick Harbor. 908 for Dontrell Jarrett. I wish Garrett Wilson could just do something. He's just been so mid this entire rebuild. I can't even lie to you. I wanted him to be so much better than this. Donnie gave up 17 sacks. It's okay. It's his first year left tackle. Fashanu was so much better back in his natural position. Josh Jackson, 129 tackles, 10 TFLs, no sacks and a pick. TFLs, 21 for Quentin Williams. Sacks, 11.5 for Quentin Williams of the team. 9.5 for Jermaine Johnson. 7.5 for Mikael Williams. 6 for Terrell Pounds. 2 for Boss. 3 picks for Sonny Styles. 2 for Tevin Edwards. 1 for Sauce. 1 for Josh Jackson. Awards, I doubt we're going to see anything. Jonathan Huff wins MVP. Nobody for Offensive Player of the Year. No Defensive Player of the Year. Is that Jalen Waddle? Oh my god, the Dolphins have a defensive rookie named Jalen Waddle, just spelled differently. Wow. Probably guys in the running, but just nobody actually winning any awards. Yeah. Alright. So let's hop into the playoffs here. I think we could beat the Texans. I hope we can. I mean, it's definitely been a down year, but we're just better. And we're gonna lose our first playoff game in like a billion years. I shouldn't say playoff game, non-Super Bowl playoff game in like a billion years. And we are now on to year number 8. We have no money. So Tevin Edwards is going to be walking, Larry Kerr is going to be walking, Denard Wright's going to be walking, Ron Brewer is going to be walking. And I mean, we talked about this at the midseason mark. So yeah, we just got to get ready to replace these guys and go into the next season. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so there's one player in this class that I need. We are desperately in need of cornerback, and the one that I want is supposed to go pick 9 to the Browns, so I traded our first round pick this year at pick 20, our first round pick in 2 years, a third round pick next year, a second round pick in 2 years, and a third round pick in 2 years. So our first 3 picks in like year 9 or year 10 are going to be gone, but that doesn't matter because we won't need those picks. I forgot to note this at the beginning of the video as well. My voice is still kind of gone. I posted this on my community post like a day before I'm recording this. It's slightly better now, but yeah, I could definitely still use a rest, but we're gonna keep it pushing. This is basically what the team is looking like right now, and we're gonna go to the draft. I have a lot of people on my board. I didn't have to trade any of the later round picks in this draft, but we really need to hit on these picks, so I'll see you guys when I'm at the draft. Alright, so we're here at the draft. We're going to pick 9. We're taking the cornerback that I want. I'll let you guys look at my draft board really quickly as well, just so you guys can get a look at the guys that I'm interested in for the rest of the class, and then I'll just show you when I'm selecting who. This is the corner that we're going to take, Christopher Rayford. I also like the safety, Mike Foster, but I just felt like we just re-signed Sonny Styles, so we're just going to keep that as is. Eric Wagner is not my next priority. He is going to be the next linebacker for this team. He looks sick. Like, all A's, round 1 talent. This might be an X factor. Day 3 projection, he's going to be insane. Dion Miller is like, if I can get him in round 3, I'm going to get him. If not, it's okay. We have some D tackle depth here in left tackle depth here in Earl Spears. Kyle Patterson's another contingency plan. There's a couple of those like DeAndre Massey, Michael Cook. We have a backup tight end here who looks pretty cool. Brian Barkley for interior help. Same thing with Tyron Thomas, who looks really good in day 3. Daniel Bowe, who's just massive. A receiver who looks pretty good. Michael Boone. Somebody I would take in like round 6. Day 3 talent, so he's just better than his grade. Randy Choice doesn't look bad as a deep threat. Same thing with Levi Sheldon, Tyree Allen. And then Marcus Jones just looks like potentially somebody who could be really, really good. Maybe not the best athlete, but we'll see. But let's start this draft off with Christopher Rayford. Round 1 talent. We know what he is. Solid athlete. Great top 3 skills. And he's normal dev. Okay. I just hope the overall is like 76, 77. And I'll be happy. Let's go to round 2, pick 20 here. I'm not really looking to trade up. I think we did enough trading up already in this draft to get the guy that we wanted. And we just have a plethora of picks now. Devon Stevens is the top guy available, somebody who I was interested in. Eric Wagner, obviously still on the board. We could take Dion Miller if we really want to play it safe here. Jonathan Burnham doesn't look bad. He might not be. He's probably the pick here, actually, just to get more interior depth to be safe. Kyle Patterson, because I think we can wait until round 3 to get Eric Wagner, because he's a day 3 projection. So I could probably take him with my first third rounder, and he'll probably be there. Yeah, the rest of these guys we can wait on. So I think the pick is either Eric Wagner or Jonathan Burnham. There are other guards who look good in this class, but I think just taking the best guy isn't a bad idea. It'll just give us more flexibility for the future. I don't know who's a free agent. I probably should have looked over that. I mean, Devon Stevens also doesn't look bad either. Just getting a backup tackle. He does look very good. Let's take him. Devon Stevens, hidden development. He looks really good. 6'8", 322. He's huge. So he'll develop and just fill in wherever he's needed in the future. So let's go to the third round, and this will be the linebacker. And Eric Wagner is still available. All A's, day 3 grade, but I mean, great athlete. Yeah, hidden dev. He's going to be incredible. Like, all A's and everything. I mean, just look at those skills, man. He's going to be like a 76, 77 overall minimum, honestly. And we're just going to take Deion Miller, and he is hidden dev, so that's great. 6'2", 187, that really, like, the size really attracted me. And that A-man coverage, I think he had B press as well. So he looks really good. He's going to start immediately as well. But you know what? I think I am just going to take Tyron Thomas with this pick. I think he's probably just the better player. Normal dev. That's okay, but this gives me room to take the D-tackle as well. Even if these guys don't have the best dev traits, we'll take high overalls. I think these guys have really good skills. We're going to take Daniel Bowe here. Next guy up. He's huge. Normal dev, but 95 strength. Again, should be a pretty solid overall with his top skills and just being giant. I think we go Tyrone McLaughlin here. Pretty solid athlete, good top skills. It's usually a good recipe for a solid overall. He doesn't look bad at all. And then 5th round, Michael Cook is still here. We're going to take Michael Cook as our round 5 pick. Normal dev. The dev traits haven't really been flowing like I thought they would be, but you know what? It's alright. I think we're going to take Randy Choice here. Yeah, good speed, 95 speed, another deep threat. We're going to take Michael Boone here, the day 3 talent, should be pretty solid. Alright, not a bad pick. This next pick, I think we're going to go with Levi Sheldon. Yeah, he's not bad. Great speed again. Another 95 speed guy. A lot of these guys won't make the roster, but it's alright. Alright. And looking at our draft here, we made some really good picks. All of these guys have great overalls, even if the dev traits weren't necessarily there. 77 overall for Christopher Rayford. That's a great pick. Again, he's going to start immediately. Great top traits, so he can be a boundary cornerback for us at day 1. Devon Stevens, developmental left tackle here. It's 71 overall, but he has that hidden dev. He's huge with decent enough strength. Not great ratings other than that, but again, he's massive, so he can develop for us. And he doesn't have to start right now, so that's really good. Eric Wagner was the biggest one, though. Playing up to a 78 right now. He's amazing at literally everything. He had A everything coming out of the draft. The zone coverage is interesting because he had A zone, but he only has a 63 zone coverage. So if that's A zone, I mean, it's not terrible, but, like, interesting. Deion Miller, though, 73. He's also going to start right away, probably in the slot for us. Yeah, probably. Or actually, he might be the boundary, and we might put the other guy in the slot, and he'll just be the number 2 corner. Tyron Thomas, 74 overall, hidden or normal dev, but again, just solid overall. He can sit for a couple of years. Same thing with Daniel Bowe. He's a 74 overall, good run stopper. After that, McLaughlin was a 75 overall. That was another really good pick. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of a lot of these picks. McLaughlin can come in and just replace any receiver that we might have to resign. Randy Choice is a 71. Boone was a 68. Sheldon's only a 63. We did get Tyree Allen. It was a 67. And Jamison Jackson. Any dev trait on you? No. But yeah, I mean, I doubt any of these guys would have a dev trait because none of them had, like, elite speed. But, like, some of these, like, deep threat receivers can end up just doing something later on. Who knows? But good draft for us. A lot of depth. But these first, like, 4 rounds, we hit on pretty much every single pick, I would say. Alright, so this is going to be the team here for year number 8. Cam Ward at quarterback, Damian Martinez at running back, Wilson, Harbor, and Jarrett is the receiving core, Donahue, Elijah Vera Tucker, Joe Tippmann, George Miller, and Olu Fashanu at offensive line spots. Tight end is going to be Armstrong. Defensively, We have Sauce Gardner, the rookie Miller is going to be the CB2, and then Rayford, the higher overall one, is going to be in the slot. Mikael Williams, Quinnen Williams, Terrell Pounds, and Jermaine Johnson are going to be on the defensive line. Boss is still going to be a backup. I know we re-signed like all of these guys, but like as long as he keeps the dev trait, he can stay, and then he'll just replace the production later. So I'm not really super stressed out yet. Cummings at right outside linebacker, Josh Jackson at middle linebacker, and then the rookie Wagner is going to play it on the left side. We have Foot at free safety and Sonny Styles at strong safety. Specialists, Garrett Wilson's going to be in the slot. He hasn't really dominated at all this rebuild, and it's kind of been sad, honestly, because I really wanted him to be like one of the best receivers of all time, but he hasn't been able to do it yet. So we're putting him in the slot again, trying to get him some more touches. Martinez is going to be at both running back spots. Rayford, like we said, is going to be the slot corner. Jermaine Johnson, Mikael Williams off the edge. Boss is going to be at both backup spots. Quinnen Williams and Pounds are going to be the D-tackle rush spots. And sub-linebacker is going to be Josh, I think it's Joshua Jackson? That's his name? Josh Jackson. Same difference. But yeah, let's make the playoffs this year, please. To midseason mark here, we are off to a way better start than last season. We are 5-2, head of the division right now, tied with the Dolphins. But we're performing really well right now, and that's good to see. But again, probably not going to have a lot of money here. Yeah, we're still out a couple. I really want to bring back George Miller because we're going to lose Joe Tippmann probably, and we have the other guy who can move into center. These two, it probably sucks, but we're gonna have to let them walk. We have the replacements. We have Jermaine Johnson's replacement ready. We just drafted Quinnen Williams' replacement. Well, really, Pounds is gonna be his replacement, but the other guy can be the run stopper for us, who we just drafted. And then other than that, we can just let everybody else walk, and then we'll probably just either draft kicker, punter, or sign them if we can. We'll let the CPU handle it. Who knows? But the big one is really gonna be George Miller, just being 24 years old and the elite guard that he is. So we're gonna hope that we can get some money. If I have to restructure some contracts in the offseason, I will do it, but I would rather not. So we'll see. Yeah, let's just keep rolling here. All right, so coming off of a Week 11 victory against the Seattle Seahawks, we are kind of declining a little bit as a team. We're still neck and neck with the Dolphins after losing to them a couple weeks back. But we do have a breakout scenario here for Cam Ward. It's really just for XP, so if he gets it, it's cool. If not, he's already X Factor. And Cam Ward was able to finish his breakout. He gets more XP. Great for him. Alright, so 12-5 record got us first in the AFC. Really good year for us, to be honest. We're going to be missing a lot of players, so hopefully we can finally make another Super Bowl run this year. For stats, though, Cam Ward put up MVP numbers, 4,600 yards, 48 touchdowns, 4 picks. Also added 402 on the ground, so almost 5K yards and 50 touchdowns. Damian Martinez was really solid, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 per carry. Receiving, Garrett Wilson was great, almost 1,500 yards and 21 touchdowns. Armstrong, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, 806 for Dontrell Jarrett, 611 for Nick Harbor. But Garrett Wilson finally having that elite season is what we've been waiting for like 7 years. Blocking, Nick Donahue was really the only disappointment. 16 sacks is a lot. I thought it'd be a lot better this year. Josh Jackson, 131 tackles, 8 TFLs. 22 TFLs led the team for Quinnen Williams. Sacks, 19 for Quinnen Williams, 14 for Jermaine Johnson, 4.5 for Terrell Pounds. A little bit lower than I thought, but I mean, with these two eating up all the sacks, probably what's going to happen. But pretty solid year for him still. 15 TFLs anyways. Mikael Williams was so disappointing. It sucks. He'll probably move to left end next year, and hopefully he can put up the production that Jermaine Johnson had, because he had the same issue when we still had Hassan Reddick, where it's basically just the left end who gets all the sacks and pressure, and the right end is just kind of a placeholder. So Boss will just play that right end spot, and Mikael Williams will move out there next season. Wagner was really solid as a rookie, 87 tackles, 3 TFLs, 3 sacks, and a pick. Boss didn't really play a lot, did get a sack though. And then interceptions, 3 for Dion Miller, the rookie, 2 for Sonny Styles, 1 for Wagner, 1 for Sauce. How did Rayford do? 67 tackles, not bad, TFL, but great year for Dion Miller. Maybe superstar dev? We'll see. Let's check yearly awards here as well. Cam Ward does get MVP. Well deserved. I think this is his first of the rebuild, so he's finally putting up the numbers in the regular season that he does in the playoffs. Offensive Player of the Year does go to Garrett Wilson. Number 2 was Cam Ward. Defensive Player of the Year we got with Quinnen Williams, and number 2 is Jermaine Johnson. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we don't get one. Defensive Rookie of the Year, oh, Wagner at 2 and Miller at 3, and then Rayford all the way down there at 9. Best QB we did get. Running back, we got number 6. We did get best receiver. O-line, we did get best O-line with Olu Fashanu and Joe Tippmann. Best D-line we got, oh my gosh, we might sweep the awards almost. No linebackers, but no DBs either, except number 9 actually with Miller, so hopefully he can get up there. But we have a first round bye in the playoffs. Let's see if we can continue our success. And we have the Baltimore Ravens here in the conference championship. We've beat them so many times. Let's just go to the Super Bowl. We already know we're going to beat them. Come on. And you guys know how it goes. We every single time we've played the Ravens, we beat them. And we're playing the Packers here in the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at some of these dev traits. Any changes that were made. Cam Ward just going to get an extra XP point for that MVP. Garrett Wilson Superstar is what I'd expect to see. That's really it, if I had to guess. Yep, Garrett Wilson's up to Superstar. Armstrong's up to X Factor. Fashanu is up to Superstar. Defensively, any changes? Boss does keep his dev trait. Miller is X Factor. Dion Miller was Superstar dev when we drafted him. And now he is Superstar X Factor. That is huge. That is huge. Jermaine Johnson's X Factor, Quinnen Williams X Factor, but they're going to be gone, so it's going to suck. Jackson loses his dev trait. Wagner was only star, but you know what? We can't be mad at that. Wow. A lot of dev traits. That's very interesting. All right. I would debate with Josh Jackson losing his. He's just been really consistently good at tackling, which I think is still valuable and should keep a dev trait, but we'll focus on that later. Let's hop into the Super Bowl. Alright, and we are kicking off to start the Super Bowl. Green Bay already gives us the ball, and we're going to start off with a very early touchdown. Defense plays great. We're up 14-0 against the Packers. Oh, we're destroying them. They're not even moving the ball, but they finally do get a touchdown. Oh, it's 14-14 now. I should have probably stopped talking. And second half here, 14-14. Still, we make it 21-14. Packers can't respond. We still have the ball, 28-14. And they do respond now, 28-21. And we are looking to run the clock out here. And I think we got him. Let's go. Super Bowl champions. I don't even know what number this is now. Is this like 3 or 4? This is either Super Bowl number 3 or 4. We've had so many appearances, so many losses, so many wins. This has been the best team that we've rebuilt so far. Let's get to year number 9, and we're going to need to retool for sure. We're going to be losing 2 of our best defensive pieces and hopefully being able to replace that production. But it's a big ask. It really is. So let's jump to year 9 here. And after a long time rolling with us, our offensive coordinator did get a head coaching job. We are obviously going to let him go. We're going to see if there's any active guys who we could maybe get. Let's see. Offensive coordinators. Philly's not terrible, but I would rather not. We're going to go with Jeremy Green here from Carolina. He does have QB Guru, and I've seen the Carolina playbooks play out really nicely sometimes. Bryce Young can definitely go off, and we have probably a better quarterback than Bryce Young. So, yeah, we're going to roll with that. Player re-signings, though, let's hope that we got some money here. We got the opposite of money, and we're losing money. But these 3 are going to walk. Quinnen Williams is regressing anyway, so it's okay. Jermaine Johnson, it sucks that he just got X Factor, but we're going to have to let him walk as well. Same thing with Joe Tippmann. But it looks like George Miller is going to be the one that I'm going to try and re-sign. If I can restructure some deals, I'm going to do it. But you know what? No, I think we're going to make the executive move. We drafted a guard to replace him. All we just need to do is look to draft a center, which is really easy to get. So I think we're just going to let these guys walk. And, let's take a look at some of these stats here, man. So for Quinnen Williams, 178 TFLs, 700 tackles, 126 sacks for us. He was amazing over these 12 years that he's been with us. Gets so many Super Bowls, but again, we just can't afford him now. Jermaine Johnson, 125 TFLs, 79 sacks. Really turned it up in like the last couple of years, and he's been really, really good for us. But it's going to be really sad to see these guys walk. They've done a lot for us and have been really pivotal parts to these championship runs that we've made. So let's hope that these last like 2 years of this rebuild can go just as well. But, losing these guys, I would expect a pretty big fall off. All right. You guys might be a little bit upset at me for this move, but I'm trading for the #1 overall pick to get my Quinnen Williams replacement. You guys are going to see he looks insane. I'm trading Jarrett. He's on the last year of his deal. Anybody can go into the slot and play well. So it's going to suck to see him go, but at the same time, it's fine. Donaghy, we're letting him walk because we just drafted a replacement left tackle who I think can start immediately. And Donaghy wasn't even that good last year, so the overall to me doesn't really matter much. Obviously, we're trading our first rounder in this draft, our first rounder in 2 years because we don't have one next year, our second rounder in 2 years, and our second rounder this year. We're going to be at a lack of picks for the next couple of years, so it's really just going to be about trying to make it work with the team that we have and getting guys under contract. But we did well in the draft last year to the point where I think we can make some moves like this because we had a plethora of picks last year and guys that we could get starting immediately. So we're going to hop into the draft in a second. I'm going to do some final prep and just make sure that all the guys that I want are on my board. Well, not really all of the guys, really 2 guys. So I'll see you guys when I'm at the draft. Alright, so we're here at the draft, and the guy that I want is Emmett Price. Top 5 talent in the class. A finesse moves, B power moves, B block shedding, A tackle. Amazing athleticism. Everything is in the A's or B's for his traits. This is the guy for us to replace Quinnen Williams, and hopefully that production can just be replaced immediately out of A&M. Next pick is in the 4th round, so I'll see you guys there. Damn. The guy I wanted is gone. It's fine. I think I should have 2 guards to put out on the field next year. It's fine. It sucks though. There was a really good guy. There was a guard named Addison Ray, like the TikToker, and it was actually gonna be pretty funny when I drafted him. Supposed to go in the 5th round, but it's just not gonna happen now. Oh well. We got the guy that we wanted. I can't really be mad. Yep, and the guy we want, 81 overall, Emmett Price. He was amazing. This is exactly the guy that we needed. I mean, just look at it. I mean, he really doesn't look like insane. Only 81 finesse moves, so that would be a little bit higher. I don't know, you just look like a generational type, but 83 speed, that athleticism is insane. Yeah, Ricky Hunt wasn't good. That wasn't the guy that I wanted. CPU did fine, I guess, but oh well. I'm going to see you guys when I set up the team. Alright, and this is the team here for year number 9. It looks a lot worse than it actually is. Cam Ward at quarterback, Damian Martinez, he is regressing now. He's an 86 overall, he's 29 years old, so we are going to have to look to replace him at some point. I might even look to trade him, like, soon, depending on how he does by midseason, so we'll look into that. Nick Harbor's technically going to be the wide receiver 1. Nah, that's going to be Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's going to be the wide receiver 1, Nick Harbor the 2, and then Daryl Roundtree's going to be in the slot. We drafted him a couple years back. He was another one of those guys like McLaughlin, just a slot option late in the draft. Stevens is going to start left tackle in his 2nd year. AVT is going to be next to him, helping him out, so hopefully take some of the pressure off of him. Randolph is going to slide into center. Thomas is going to play right guard, and then Fashion is going to play right tackle. Armstrong is going to be our tight end again. Defensively, it looks amazing still. Cummings at right outside linebacker, Jackson middle linebacker, Wagner at left outside linebacker, Boss at right end, Price, the rookie, at D-tackle 1, Pounds at D-tackle 2. These two are going to be a monster duo for the last 2 years of this rebuild. Can't wait. And then Mikael Williams at left end. Corners, you got Sauce Gardner, still holding on to that 99 overall. I feel like he should have been X-Factor for a while, but his production just wasn't crazy, so they just downed him to star. But he's still a 99. He's been holding it since forever, so can't really complain. Miller, X-Factor CB2. Rayford's going to be in the slot. Foot and Styles at the safety spots. Specialists look like this if you want to take a quick look at them. The only changes are Boss is going to be the rush right end now instead of Mikael Williams. And basically Mikael Williams is taking Jermaine Johnson's role. Price is going to be the Quinnen Williams role. And Roundtree is going to be in the slot this year. Everything else is the same. And let's try and make a playoff run. I'm optimistic, but again, expectations are a little bit lower this year. Alright, so we're here at the midseason mark. We are 5-2, off to a great start once again. It seems like losing our 2 best players probably hasn't really affected us too much. Our offense has been really good. Our defense has been pretty solid overall, but still top 10, but our offense is really the ones that are really helping us out here. I do want to check Damian Martinez and what he's looking like right now, as Cam Ward's looking amazing. Damian Martinez is fine. Even though he's regressing, it seems like he's still playing well. Actually, his best yards per carry in a while, I feel like, so we'll let him rock. Let's take a look at re-signings, though. We do know that we are going to have some guys to bring back, like Olu. He's going to take up almost all of the money. so that could be a problem. Terrell Pounds I really do want back, though. So what's going to end up happening is probably Armstrong's probably a lock to leave, and Elijah Vera Tucker. Oh man, we're gonna probably need to restructure some guys and see how much cap we can create. Yeah, we'll probably do that close to the offseason, but I think we're just gonna keep rolling for now. And we end our season 12-5 with a wild card spot. I wonder how far off we were from the 1 seed. Oh, it was the Browns. We actually handed the Browns their first loss of the season. When we played them, they were 11-0. So it gives me a good feeling about them. Playing the Ravens with the wild card, I bet we're going to beat them again. But let's take a look at the stats here, see how we did. Cam Ward, second in passing yards, 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, 3 picks. He was amazing again. Rushing, Damian Martinez just kept it up, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, about 4 per carry. Receiving, Nick Harbor, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Darrell Roundtree with 1,100 yards, 17 touchdowns in the slot. 1,005 for Armstrong. Garrett Wilson's back down to earth, 803. Maybe I should just make him the number 2, because Nick Harbor just got so many more catches than he did. Damian Martinez is really good through the air as well. Devon Stevens gave up 11 sacks, but that's honestly not that bad compared to other guys. So, better than, what's his name last year. But offensive line played well. Defensively, Jackson did have a down year. TFL's 22 for Mikael Williams, 15.5 sacks. He's finally stepping it up. Emmett Price, 20 TFL, 6.5 sacks. 13 TFL, 7 sacks from Pounds. And then 12 and 9.5 from Jamarcus Bost. Honestly, I'm not mad at these numbers whatsoever. And if you guys wanted to see, Emmett Price is Superstar X Factor, so we did draft a generational rookie. I think I would make that trade 10 out of 10 times. Sauce Gardner with 3 picks, 2 for Sonny Styles, 1 for Deion Miller. Yearly awards. Cam Ward at number 3 for MVP. Number 2 for Offensive Player of the Year. Mikael Williams, number 3 for Depoy. No offensive rookies. Emmett Price does get Defensive Rookie of the Year. Cam Ward is best QB. Number 7 for Damian Martinez for running back. Darrell Roundtree, best receiver. Might get a double dev trait for that, for just good stats and then best receiver. O-line, nobody. D-line, Mikael Williams is up there. Jackson up there for linebackers. And Sauce Gardner up there for DBs. So, let's jump into this wild card round here. I want to make a run. I'm not super confident. Again, this team is worse than last year. But I still think we can bully the Ravens once again. And we do. Beat them 24-21. Playing the divisional here against the Raiders. 12-5 team. I think we're better than them as well. And we do lose. But a first round exit is not what happened, so I can be somewhat proud of this season. Let's go into year number 10. Alright, so we're here re-signing players. Olu Fashion is probably the biggest priority. But the thing is, like, I can obviously just tag him. So if I can just bring back Terrell Pounds, right, we can get him on like a 3-year deal. I mean, it could literally just be, if I could spread this out more, just to give us a little bit more cap space. Great, Terrell Pounds is back. And then if we could get AVT back on a 1-year deal. Okay, we can't afford him unless it's that. Come on, AVT. Oh my gosh, alright. And then what if we sign Fashanu? This is going to be really rough. Fashion who doesn't want to come back. Okay. Obviously the tag is going to go to Olu. Braxton Foot we can let go of because of something I'll show you guys in a second. And obviously we already said Armstrong is going to be the odd man out here. But we don't have any picks in this draft. And we're losing our starting center. Okay. That's going to be a struggle. We don't really have any picks. Okay, these last 2 years are going to be really interesting. So we're going to go to the draft, and I might try and make it work. I think I have a 3rd round pick. But yeah, we're going to be losing our starting center and our starting left guard. This last year might be the worst one. We might be seeing the downfall of our dynasty in these last 2 years. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys at the draft. Alright, we're trading our entire draft, and this random backup safety that the Bears liked for some reason for a 3rd round pick. All of this is so I can get the one guard in this class who might be available in the 3rd round, and that's a might. Even so, I mean, we're not getting one with the last pick that we have. He's projected to go around 3 to 4. So we're really just going to have to hope here. We got the 6th pick here in the 3rd round, and that's literally it. And the guard that I want is Zach Irving, so he is still here. Let's go. Zach Irving, he's going to start immediately for us at right guard. Hidden dev, this offense is complete. I'll see you guys for year 10. Alright, here's the team for the 10th and final season. What I ended up deciding on was putting Nick Harbor back at tight end, where he played for a couple of years for us, and he was honestly at his best out there. So just throw a 99 overall tight end out there, and I think that would be better. That means that Garrett Wilson's going to be the first wide receiver and in the slot for us. Roundtree's going to be the wide receiver 2, and Hillard is just going to be the wide receiver 3. Martinez is still starting at running back, Cam Ward at quarterback. I don't know why I did this backwards, but I think the Nick Harbor thing probably made me do it, but either way. We put together the scraps of an offensive line. Olu's back at tackle. We put a tackle at guard, or at center, who works. We drafted a guard. And then Thomas and Stevens are just young and developing, so they're fine. But these two are just like, damn. I mean, Irving's a good overall. I shouldn't say that. Really, it's just him. Like, how did you end up playing center? Defensively, it looks the exact same. We have an elite defense. We're just losing out on Foot, the safety, but we replaced him with a superstar random safety that the CPU drafted. Everything else is the exact same. If you want to take a quick look at specialists, this is what it's looking like. And let's get into year number 10. And in our final year, we go 14-3, getting it out the mud, bro. With this team, I don't even know how we managed to put together a 14-3 season. Cam Ward was incredible, 4,400 yards, 37 touchdowns, 3 picks, almost identical to what he did last year. Rushing Damian Martinez was still incredible. 1,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, probably a career high for him. 3.8 per carry is a little bit low, but honestly, doing this when he's like 30 years old is perfect. Garrett Wilson, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns for Nick Harbor, maximizing our best 2 offensive weapons in the best way possible. They had almost identical stats. KJ Hillard, pretty solid, 900 yards, 9 touchdowns, and Daryl Roundtree was fine. Blocking, everybody put up like great numbers, honestly. Carey wasn't that bad for us at center. Irving was amazing at right guard. Pretty low on tackles this year. Josh Jackson, not really super impressive, higher in interceptions this year. TFLs, 23 for Mikael Williams, 18.5 sacks for him as well. Emmett Price, 13 TFLs, 11 sacks. 17 TFLs, 7.5 sacks for Bost, and 11 TFLs, 4.5 sacks for Pounds. I mean, obviously we're missing like the impact of Jermaine Johnson and Quinton Williams, but we're still doing fine. 3 picks for Jackson, 3 picks for Sauce, 2 for Styles, 1 for Mike Cummings. Yearly awards, Joe Burrow wins MVP. Cam Ward at number 2. Man, he's been so close. Not Offensive Player of the Year. We do get Mikael Williams Defensive Player of the Year, now that he has the top spot on this defensive line. Price is down there. You see him at number 9. Offensive Rookie, we're not going to have anybody, or Defensive Rookie. Number 2 for QB. Number 2 for running back. Number 5 for receiver with Garrett Wilson. Noah lineman. Mikael Williams does win D lineman of the year, and Emmett Price is up there at 8. No linebackers. Sauce Gardner at number 4 for DBs, and Sonny Styles at 6. We have a great team. Let's see if we can make a playoff run. Let's see who our first opponent is here in the divisional. And our first opponent is the Cleveland Browns, who I believe we beat in week 17 or week 18. They were like the last matchup we had. Let's go and beat them again. Come on. And we win 20-17. We are in the conference championship. We're going to hop in. We're not going to take any risks. We're playing the Denver Broncos. Let's go ahead and beat Drake May in the Denver Broncos. I don't know how he ended up here. He might have just gotten drafted. No, everybody's on their teams. So, I don't know, to be honest. But let's see if we can make some plays here. Make it to our final Super Bowl, and then we'll recap all of this rebuild whenever the season ends. But this has easily been the biggest dynasty that we've ever created. Let's start this game off here. New kicker. It is not Dicker the kicker now. Defense is going to stop them from scoring a touchdown, but the offense doesn't do anything. We do finally give up a score, but we immediately respond, making it 7-7 here in the second quarter. It is now 10-7. Denver's winning. And we're struggling to score here. Same as Denver. Okay, let's see if we can maybe make a play here on third down. Cam Ward doesn't. Okay. 2nd and 6 here. And Denver is going to score. Let's see if Cam Ward can make a play here. All right, we're moving the ball really fast here. Okay, come on. And we do score. Nick Harbor touchdown. Now the defense really needs to make a play here. All right, short reception, but they're not running the ball yet, which is interesting. 1 yard run. 2 yard, come on. This is it right here. Oh my gosh. And we have no timeouts. And they're going to score the field goal. We have 52 seconds. Let's see what we can do. Our receivers are very questionable compared to previous years. We got to find a way to make a play here. Get our guys open. Garrett Wilson is wide open here. Oh, wide open space. Go, Garrett, go. Go, Garrett Wilson. Oh my gosh. Garrett Wilson running for the end zone. And we're going to stop it. Try and waste a little bit more clock here. We are on the 1 yard line. We're going to try and throw the ball here. Okay, we're going to throw the ball away. We have 10 seconds left, though. If we score this touchdown, we win the game. Oh, my goodness. We have to throw the ball here just to maybe take a chance with the incompletion and being able to get another chance here. Garrett Wilson touchdown! And he's going to ice the game for us. Garrett Wilson! And we're going to get the extra point. We have to come in here. We have to come in here. We have to come in here. Cover 4. They have to go over the top. They have 3 timeouts. I mean, they have to go over the top here. Oh, yeah. They don't have time. Game over. We win. Let's go. Oh, my gosh. Garrett Wilson with the play of a century to get us to the 1 yard line and waste enough time to score a quick touchdown and not allow them to do anything back. We're going to our Super Bowl in year 10. And our opponent will be the Dallas Cowboys. But before we actually see that, let's take a look at everything, man. I mean, we have so much. Let's start with the career stats, but we also have to look at just our team stats overall to see how many Super Bowls we've made and how many we've won. Almost 40,000 passing yards for Cam Ward. He's only been in the league for 9 years. Yep. Only been in the league for 9 years. Almost 40K yards, 300 touchdowns, and 50 picks. He's been the league quarterback ever since he came into the league. He won a Super Bowl as a rookie. We can't forget that. Damian Martinez, almost 8,000 yards. Oh, he could have had 100 touchdowns with us. Oh, it was really close. That sucks. He was 1 off of 100 touchdowns. Receiving, Garrett Wilson over 10,000 or 11,000 yards. Sorry, 89 touchdowns. He just really didn't have the opportunity to do a lot. I mean, he really put up some great stats for us, but a lot of like under 1,000-yard seasons really messed him up. Nick Harbor was amazing for us though. Tight end / receiver for half of his career. 7,000, almost 8,000 yards, 63 touchdowns for him. Roundtree, this is really one season stats essentially. Damian Martinez is a pretty solid receiver for us. Defensively, Josh Jackson almost 1,000 tackles for us, 54 TFLs, 10 sacks, 9 picks. TFL leader right now would be Mikael Williams. He's got 85.5 sacks. And then the rest of these guys are all pretty young, so we wouldn't really expect too much out of them. 28.5 sacks for Terrell Pounds is next. Picks, 23 for Sauce Gardner, 16 for Sonny Styles, and 9 for Josh Jackson are our leaders. All of it looks great. But we just have to see league history, because I am really curious to see how many Super Bowls we've just made it to. So let's go all the way back to 2023. Yeah. We made the Super Bowl in our year 1 with Aaron Rodgers. Couldn't get it done. Year 2 though, we make it back. So that's 2 appearances, 1 win. This was Cam Ward's first year. He won as our rookie. 2025, we missed out on the Super Bowl completely. 2026, we make it back. We win our 2nd Super Bowl. So we now have 3 appearances and 2 wins. 2027, we lose again. So we now have 3 appearances and 3 wins. 6 total, basically. Wait. What is the math that I'm doing? Sorry. Year 1, have an appearance. We miss it. That's 2 appearances, 1 win. I gotta write this down somewhere, actually. You know what? Should I write this down somewhere? I really should. But 2 appearances, 1 win. 2025, we miss it. 3 appearances, 2 wins. 4 appearances, 2 wins. 5 appearances, 2 wins. Miss out again in 2029. 2030, we'll make it back. 6 appearances, 3 wins. Okay, so we have 3 Super Bowls. We are fighting for number 4 right now. This is our 7th appearance in 10 years. We've made 7 of the last 10 Super Bowls. And we've won 3 of them. We're looking for number 4. Let's end this on a high note. And here we go. We kick off. Justin Fields is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Sacked already. Defense has a great start. Offense immediately goes 3 and out, but so does theirs on the next drive. And we start off with a field goal in the second quarter here. It is now 3-7. Dallas is winning 14-3. I'm a little bit scared of Dallas playbooks, but we do make it 10-14. And before the first half is over, we can't respond. Come on. Offense does start off pretty badly, but defense is really holding it down. We do score, making it 17-14 here in the fourth quarter. Wasting a lot of time, and this is good. We're still up 20-14. That's big. Okay. I'm going to come in here. And we need to play defense. 2nd and 5 here. We need to play defense. And we're going to try and hit Justin Fields. Okay, we do stop the first down. There's 31 seconds left. Play action here. And we're going to hit Justin Fields again. They're going to call the timeout. Oh my goodness. This is the most stressful end of the game that we've seen yet. If they score here, it's basically over. And it's game over. Oh my god. No way. We sold that at the last second. Come on. Come on, man. Justin Fields throws the game winner. Unless we can get a magical field goal block. That is going to be the end. 7 Super Bowl appearances. Oh, man. I mean, let's see if we can make a miracle happen here. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I mean, are they playing 3 deep? Not even, actually. We wore the old school Jets jerseys, like the 2010s Jets jerseys, to remember the bad days. Nick Harbor, and it's knocked down, and that is the end of the rebuild. Kind of sad to go out this way, however, we did witness the greatest dynasty possibly ever. I mean, 7 out of 10 years we made it to the Super Bowl, and we won 3 of them. I mean, we were one of the best teams the entire rebuild. We didn't miss the playoffs. Ever since year 1, we never missed the playoffs. So, great rebuild, but that is going to be it for me. Remember to leave a like and sub if y'all messing with the content, and I will see you guys in the next rebuild. Peace.